Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, an actual play podcast. Every episode microplot is a complete story with a beginning and an end that fits into the overarching macroplot of the whole season. Because they stand sturdily on their own, you can listen to these adventures in any order, and can skip any you don't enjoy. Today, we are playing using the combat mechanics from a game called D6 Feet Under. If you enjoy these mechanics, you can find D6 Feet Under on itch.io. That's ITCH.io. Build your own D6 Feet Under character and play a game with friends. Speaking of friends, today we are joined by Lothario Bouchaki.
Well, hey everybody, my name's Lothario. I am a half-elf, 20 years old. I'm about 5'9". I come in dripping wet, about 150 pounds, so probably about 145 pounds. And my hair is about shoulder length. Cavern clay is what I would call it, but most of y'all call it auburn. I got light complexion, and my eyes are violet, not violent, if you know what I'm saying. And my clothes, as always, are super cool. I got, puffish shirts are coming back, and so I got me a puffish shirt. And it's purple on the top right where my shoulder would be, but as you go down to my bottom left, it kind of is a gradient to a bright blue, and that is, I think that I'm gonna be like a trendsetter or something like that. So, and I got a hat. And my hat is, it's got a feather on the left and then two feathers on the right, because I also believe feathers are making a comeback. So, yes. I traditionally am a bard, a singer, and player of music, so we'll see if that comes up later.
I have to say this because no one will be able to tell, but this is the same person who played Skirmish. He's just an amazing voice actor. So people are like, wow, you have hundreds of people on your podcast. Like, no, we have just really good voice actors. And he was the DM last week. Yeah. All right. Rufus T. Carbuncle.
Avast ye, dogs. I am Rufus Carbuncle. I am a pirate, or at least I was once long ago. Now I have a hook on my hand where I was betrayed and my crew, the blimey dogs, chopped it off upon a mutiny. I have thick mutton chops curling off my face and a mustache, nothing down on the chin, and it's all grey, it's all salt and pepper, and an eye patch across one eye. I wear teal-y clothes, bluish, teal, oceany colored clothes, as you might expect from a pirate. And I have on one arm a ship's wheel that I use as a shield of sorts. And I'm no longer the swordsman that I once was, but now I command the powers of the ocean instead. And I'm a little rough for wear. I've seen better days. I'm not as smooth looking as Lothario over there. But
thank you.
It's good. It's good to look good, but I'm not.
Excellent. And Graveyard Shift.
Good evening. My name is Graveyard Shift. I am a 6'6" tall, copper-metalled steelborn. I am 50 years old. My voice does not get much more animated than this given the current environmental settings. I wear my watchman's uniform with pride. It is always pressed as per Creator Mother's requirements. I wear my poncho with pride. It is black with silver trim. And I am currently eyeing up my partner's get up because I think a light blue is quite fetching on him. I currently have one eye in the center of my head. It is very much like a viewfinder that people would have on technologies that they might have in their world. It glows blue most of the time. It goes with the voice. When the color changes, my voice may change depending on the environmental settings.
Ooh. Ooh. The three of you are members of Fire-Breathing Kittens, a guild of adventurers who can be hired to explore the unknown, investigate a mystery, retrieve an item, solve a crime, guard valuable cargo, etc. As members, each of you have a tattoo of a fire-breathing kitten on a shield. Where is it?
Mine is located on my neck. Enough so that you can see it when I'm wearing a deep V-neck usually, so you can see it. Right?
The level of permanence of paint on this unit is fleeting at best, so to mimic ink under the skin, it has been engraved on my left shoulder.
So, I got mine on my inner left arm, so like when I'm playing the lute, that's, everybody can see it. And, just for clarification, my shirt, it is long sleeve, you understand, but I have them rolled up to the elbow so people know that I'm a hard worker.
I don't doubt that you are. Yes, that's where your tattoos are. Those tattoos let you see text on the flyers that Nulisag, the guild leader, writes and posts to the job corkboard. Text that, you're recalling now, said something along the line of, and I'm going to read this in Nulisag's voice, Captain Morgan is hiring guards to protect their ship, the Revenge. Ensure its safe arrival in the port of Gishope, and you'll each receive 100 gold. Would anyone like that repeated?
No, I heard ship and I am on board, if you know what I mean. And I look at my companions and I give them the one-eye wink.
Graveyard Shift's entire eye blinks.
A fellow Cyclops.
I go ahead and shoot him the finger guns like, yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right, you all have it. Captain Morgan, the Revenge, ensure its safe arrival in Gishope to receive 100 gold each. The wooden deck of the Revenge is sturdy and safe under your feet currently. You're standing on it right now. It's docked in the port city of Nikimoy. Well, not docked anymore, you three notice, as two crew members pull the ropes on board and the ship sets off. The crew of this mighty three-masted galleon ship unfurls its sails and steers it out of the no-wake zone in the harbor, eventually pointing the bow to the open sea. Far off, by the way, I don't know a lot about boats. Caveat to this adventure.
You're doing great.
Okay.
I have no idea either.
Far off in the distance, storm clouds are brewing. How do you all handle being on a boat?
Well, as the resident pirate here, I grab the rails and I take a deep breath of ocean air and I don't know, I hock a loogie over the rail for good luck and I say, it's good to be back. And I see the storm on the horizon and I laugh. Should be a good one, gentlemen.
Graveyard Shift, despite being quite tall, is looking a little sheepish. I don't think I thought ahead far enough. I didn't get any undercoating for the salty air. I might need to do some maintenance later.
So I grew up in Godilu, and that is Port City. I don't know if y'all know that. But I'm used to going out on ships every now and again. And I'm doing the same thing I would do normally. I get to the center of the ship. So if this is a three-mast get up, I'm in that middle mast area. I'm going to try to not vomit or anything like that. And my hat, which I'm very proud of, I'm going to try to really secure it on my head, because if there's a storm coming, those feathers, they're going to be flying away. And I don't need that.
Yes. The Revenge has slowly meandered out of the docks and into the harbor. You pick up speed, and the docks shrink smaller and smaller. Two deckhands are tying ropes in place. The first is a ram-horned, muscle-armed woman with a tattoo under her eye, and the second is a balding human man, short, stooped, leathery tan skin, and a long, dirty silver beard.
Does Graveyard Shift recognize the man?
Do a wit check. Oh, by the way, we're playing the game D6 Feet Under. Your wit is, I have your character sheet here. Your
3.
wit is 3, yes. So you're going to take the lower one.
I rolled a 6, and a 5. Therefore, I will be taking the 5.
Okay. If the result is higher than or equal to the difficulty, you succeed at the action. The difficulty was easy, which means the number had to be 2 or higher. So you pass. You recognize Atticus Birch.
I approach him, and I say, Atticus, you are on a ship that isn't yours.
Oh, Graveyard Shift, yes. This is an old man's voice, sure. Yes. It's good to see you again. I had to get out on a boat again. I love boats. I loved my own the most, She was my lifelong companion. But without her, I still have to be on a boat. I just have to.
I'm quite happy to see you. Have you been doing much fishing off the side of the boat? This doesn't look like a fishing vessel. This looks more like a traveling vessel.
It is. This is not a fishing vessel at all. It's a cargo vessel, and it's very hard work for an old man like me, but it's worth it to be on a boat again.
I can see that. So the search for who destroyed your previous boat hasn't turned up anything still?
I wish. If only I could have my boat back. Oh.
I pat him on the shoulder. I probably have to get down on one knee to do that.
Yeah.
Would I have heard this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to interrupt here, but how did you lose your ship? I similarly have lost a ship and a hand. I'm just curious. What's the tale?
Well, it's not like boats exactly wander off. It's more like they get stolen from us. Am I right?
You are right, and I am unhappy about it still.
And I smack him on the back. I like this guy.
He stumbles a little. Yeah, you instantly bond. You're both without your favorite boat. But this one will do.
She's a good vessel.
I turn to the tall lady with the horns and the tattoo. What's the tattoo under her eye? Is it like I killed someone tattoo, like with a teardrop?
I will describe it 1 second. It's like a circle with, at the 1 o'clock position, a comma coming off of the circle. The fat part of the comma is further from the circle.
Okay. Did a very bad drawing, but I think it'll suffice. I'll turn. Is she taller than me? I'm 6'6".
No. She's like a foot shorter than you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll turn to her and say, greetings. You are with my friend here. Are you his traveling companion?
We are co-workers.
Hey, baby, you got a name?
Oh, man. I want you to do your choice. Are you using fit to show how dexterous you are? Maybe like doing a pose? Or are you doing wit to come up with a nice, I guess, hey, baby, you got a name? Yeah, do a wit check.
A wit check. Okay, so remind me of, I got a wit of 4.
So roll 46 and take the lower number.
I've rolled 46, and the lowest number of the 4 is a 3.
That means that you could only pass it if it was an easy difficulty. Let me see. If the result is higher than or equal to. So easy or tricky. It was complicated.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's complicated, which means that you did not pass. So she looks you up and down, distrust in her eyes. And she says, if you need professional assistance as a member of the crew, Charlotte Wet, will assist you professionally.
Oh, yeah, of course. No. Please don't misunderstand. We are professionals on this ship. I just became an adventurer just last week, and that's why I'm here.
I step up and I pat Lothario and I say,
He's fine. He's, landlubbers. We'll be professional from now on. And I give him a look like with my one eye, like, come on, man.
Hey, I call everybody baby. You a baby too.
He does.
Tell her to smile more while you're at it.
Very loudly to Rufus so that Lothario can hear. She says, "Yes, after you have spent some time in prison, you treasure open sky and the smell of the salt breeze." And then she hustles off to, put some ropes in coils.
Damn. To prison. Okay, that's not where I maybe you guys think that's where the Anyway, sailboat time.
Well, now that you mentioned that, do I have any kind of background information with certain gang or prison tattoos, seeing as I'm law enforcement?
But you're law enforcement in Jishop.
Yes.
So I'm going to make this difficult.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your wit on it, which is 3 dice. We're learning.
Yes.
D6 feet under.
3 dice. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ooh. my lowest one's a 2.
No.
Gentlemen, I'm ignorant on the matter.
Well, it looks to me like it's an upside down Q. So maybe when she looks down with her eyes, she sees a Q. That's the best I got.
Well, it's better than what I got.
I ain't got nothing. It ain't a pirate tattoo, I'll tell you that. Or at least not one I know.
So, you're all on the deck of the Revenge. The harbor is far behind you, the shore far away, and a tiny line on the horizon. Turning away from shore, storm clouds darken the horizon of the open sea. A small, uninhabited island, barely large enough for a thick copse of trees, looms on the left, or port side. I'm getting nods. I'm learning ship words.
Getting nods, getting nautical.
Is there a captain? we discussed the crew. Rufus is gonna look around and realizing this is gonna be like, who is steering this wonderful gigantic ship with 2 crew?
A combination of Charlotte and Atticus is manning, and other nameless, faceless things.
Okay.
People are manning this boat. But I'm just gonna let you know the only 2 people I'm gonna bother to name are Charlotte's at the helm. She has really strong arms. She's doing a great job. Yeah. Okay, you are getting closer to this small island with its copse of trees, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Is it
Whoa.
off? It's off to our port side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa! On the starboard, which is the right side of the boat, a spray of water announces a pod of orca whales.
The killers of the sea approach.
I'm sorry, do what now?
They're very pleasant, but they just madly kill everything else. Except really humans. They're fine with that. But anything else, they'll just destroy them.
So if you're half human, what's the situation?
I can't speak to it, to be honest. I have not been eaten by the orca whale, personally. So I know that they don't like humans, or at least me. They don't like me. So maybe my knowledge is not as great as I thought.
Well,
but
I appreciate your advice. I'm going to go ahead and stay by this center mast, and I'm going to look at them beautiful trees on the port side. Hey,
are you trying not to vomit?
I'm trying real hard, yeah.
All right. Well, if you gotta, you go for distance, is what I always say.
That is wonderful advice. You seem to be very familiar with ships and the sea and whatnot. There
As
are
I
storm
scratch
clouds.
my mutton chops with my hook hand.
There seem to be storm clouds approaching. Typically, are we supposed to avoid those?
It depends if you want to have fun or not.
And I smack Graveyard on the shoulder.
Am I right? This guy, he knows.
Looks up at the sky. I look up at the sky, and if the aperture of my one eye could get wider, it would. As much as my poncho as much as my poncho protects me from the elements, like I said, I'm made of metal, and I did not undercoat today. I was in a rush this morning, and I would rather not get wet, let alone salty. The whales, are they still there?
Yeah.
Graveyard's never seen an orca before, so he is going to go over to the starboard side and get a closer look.
I'll join him.
You experience the wondrous joy of a pod of orca whales dancing in the spray of the waves of the ship. This is a full galleon ship. These whales are jumping up and down in the water. It's beautiful. The island with its dense trees looms even closer now. Even closer. You pass it, and I'm going to say specifically Lothario, who's paying attention, sees its backside. Anchored behind and hidden by the trees was a ship, although smaller than yours. There's a flurry of movement, people running around on deck. The ship's sails unfurl and catch the wind, and it begins to move.
Hey, everybody that's looking at them orca whales, there's a ship over there. What is the protocol when you on a ship and you see another ship? Do you wave? Or, I mean, I don't know, can they see me? I'm gonna wave anyway. I'm waving.
I yell to Charlotte, "Avast, Captain Helmswoman! A ship off the stern!" Is it coming our way?
Oh, yes.
Is it like, oh.
She looks, she whips her head around her shoulder, she's looking, and the ship gains speed, catching up to you. It's close enough now that you can see the faces of the people on board it clearly, and Lothario, they are not waving back. As a group, they are carrying something, a long wall of wood. Their ship races up alongside yours. They rotate that wall of wood, and horizontal, it becomes a bridge between your ship and theirs. Everyone, it's time to determine combat turn order as you are being boarded.
Just stop waving at them.
Well, there is a saying where I'm from. Not everybody waves, but everybody waves back. So the fact that they're not waving back is trouble. That's all I gotta say.
So by default, not everybody waves is... Never mind.
This is the first day. This is the exception to the rule, you see. Everybody waves back because everybody's friendly. I guess maybe their hands are full with this large plank of wood or wall of wood or whatever it is. I mean, imagine trying to carry this massive piece of wood and then you're trying to wave, you're just gonna drop it.
I suppose that is true. All right.
Okay, so first I'm going to describe the NPC's actions because I'll get them out of the way and then we can handle you guys learning the rules and stuff. So Atticus is, he will not have another boat taken from him, and he rushes to the gangplank, and he is on it. And Charlotte is like trying to figure out what is going on. She's looking around and she sees, now I'm not certain that the rolled up sleeve rolled up to the inner arm to show the tattoo, or that the engravement on the shoulder necessarily. Maybe when you turned around it was more visible, and then I kind of forget. Rufus, where was your tattoo? On the neck.
The front part of my neck.
Okay, so she's putting pieces together and she's like, "Foul-breathing kittens, huh?" She's like, "Maybe you guys, this is an inside job that you're like getting us boarded by pirates." So she's like, there's a spark of recognition in her eyes. I want everyone here to do a wit check, which is roll the number of dice that you have as wit. Take the lowest number.
My lowest was a 5, believe it or not.
Natural 1.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So I got 3 4s and 1 1.
It was a complicated check, which is a 4, a 5, or a 6. So Rufus, you see, she looks like she has more to say to you, but she narrows her eyes and doesn't say more as she's going to try to wrestle the ship away. So like the gangplank falls off. So she's like doing steering stuff and like boat ropes. Okay, so that's where the NPCs are. Now we're going to determine combat position. Each player should roll a fit check, which is the number of dice that you have for fit. Fit is like your dexterity or speed. So go ahead and roll the fit check. And then subtract wit from the roll. Okay?
From the sum of the roll?
Rolling a fit check means you take the number of dice. So let's say for example, your graveyard, you have forfeit, roll 4 dice and take the lowest number.
Okay.
Lothario, you have 2 fit, roll 2 dice and take the lowest number. And
I have 4, so
yeah, and take your lowest number. Then subtract the number that you have for wit. So for graveyard, it's 3, subtract 3. For Rufus, it's 4, subtract 4. And for Lothario, it's 4, subtract 4. So tell me your numbers now.
Rolled a 2. 3 from 2 is -1.
Okay, yes.
I rolled a 2. Oh, go ahead. Sorry,
Just tell me your
Rufus.
final number. Yeah.
It was a -4.
-4?
All right. No, sorry,
Nice.
-2. I don't math. Yep, -2.
Maybe you should tell me the math, actually.
It's a 2 -4.
Yes, that's a -2. All right. Sorry.
I also got a -2.
A -2. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to have you two do a roll-off, because I forget what you do during a tie. Oh, ties are resolved with a die roll. Higher goes first. So both of you roll a d6.
I got a 4.
I got a 2.
Okay, so Rufus goes before Lothario. Okay.
Point of clarification, DM.
Yeah.
We're being boarded. This wall or bridge, or however you want to say, is that coming down on the port side?
Yes.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
You're welcome. I am now going to roll for the non-player characters. Done. Next, we're going to determine everyone's position. Each player determines their position by rolling 2d6. Go ahead and roll 2d6 and then tell me your number. Oh, before the game, I had everybody make a piece of paper with the numbers 1 to 10 on it. What's everybody's positions?
Mine is 7. Rufus is 7.
7. Okay, gotcha. And what I'm doing to mark position is I've got these different colored dice. I've got orange for the player characters, and I've got green for the enemies. And I'm putting down on the 7th position, so it's 1 through 10 positions on the paper. And since you're going second in the initiative, your dice has the number 2 on it. Or in the turn order, we don't call it initiative. So I've got a dice with the number 2 face up on the 7. Okay. Lothario and Graveyard, what are your positions?
I got...
Oh, go ahead.
And
Sorry,
you roll
Graveyard.
2d6. You're keeping both numbers, I think, though.
Yeah, so I got 2.
Oh, you got snake eyes on both?
Yeah, snake eyes.
Wow. Okay, so since you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the position, I'm going to put this 8 on position 2. And that is Graveyard. Okay, so everyone did that too. You put the 8 up dice on position 2. Atticus is 3rd in the turn order and got position 5. So if you want to put a dice with a 3 on position 5. And Lothario, what's your position?
I got a 6.
Okay, you are the 5th to go. So put a dice with the number 5 on the number 6. So everyone should have on position 2 the dice that says 8, on position 5 the dice that says 3, on position 6 the dice that says 5, and position 7 the dice that says 2. The dice that says 1 is at position 7 with the dice that says 2, which is Rufus. Apparently you have run across the gangplank. Is that...
Me?
Would you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Rufus was once a great swordsman and hasn't quite come to terms with the lack of hand. So yeah, I think he maybe unknowingly found himself running across.
Okay, so if you're following along at home and you don't have a paper and a pen to write stuff down, don't worry, we're keeping track of it, we'll tell you, but you can't theater of the mind this game because whether or not you hit depends on how far away you are from someone. So just to confirm with everybody, dice 1 is on position 7, dice 2 is on position 7, dice 3 is on position 5, dice 4 is on position 10, dice 5 is on position 6, dice 6 is on position 7, dice 7 is on position 2, dice 8 is on position 2, and dice 9 is on position 5. There we go. Does everyone have that?
Yes.
Woo! Welcome to D6 Feet Under. Position is important. Just to give you all some reference, 10 is the enemy ship, and 2 is your ship. So, Graveyard, you're still on the ship, the Revenge, and a pirate has rushed over to you. The others rushed onto the gangplank.
Okay.
Each round has 2 phases, planning and acting. During the planning phase, everyone's going to take turns from the lowest roll to the highest roll. Dice 1 is going to declare what they're going to do. Dice 1 is going to declare that they're going to attack 2 twice. Dice 2, it's now your turn to declare what you're going to do. Rufus.
I will pull out... I think I'll look at first and I'll realize that I don't have a sword. I have my hook hand. Curse to myself, and then I will... I think I can take... I forget. I'm trying to look at how many attacks I can take.
You can make 2 attacks if you have 2 hands.
So...
Can you...
there's a question.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I have a tool on my hand. Does it count as a hand because it's a hook and it can attack people?
Stat-wise, I'll grant you not only bare fist, but also light weapon for that.
All right, wonderful. Then I'll return the favor on person 1 and do 2 attacks as well.
Excellent. Number 3 is Atticus, I believe. Atticus is going to attack number 9 twice. Number 4. Do I not have a 4? Where is 4? Oh, it's all the way over there. 4 is going to move forward 2. 4 is going to move 2. 5? What are you going to do?
Oh, that's me. I'm gonna see my man Rufus with 2 guys on him, and I'm gonna insult one of them. That's gonna be a ranged attack. I'm gonna deliver some very cutting remarks to number 1.
Okay, you're going to attack 1 2 times?
Oh, maybe I'll do 1 on 1 and then 1 on 6.
Okay, attack 1 times, 6 1 times. I'm writing this down because we're going to go back through these and see if they're possible. You'll see. 6 knows that they're going to get attacked once by... Actually, which one, Rufus, did you say you were going to attack? 1 or 6?
I was only going to hit number 1 twice.
Okay. So 6 knows that they're getting hit by Lothario. So honestly, they're going to move twice up to position 5 and not get attacked by Lothario.
Oh, man. I should not have announced myself like that.
You have to. It's okay. All right. And 7 is going to attack 8 twice. 8, what are you going to do? You're at position 2.
There's no opportunity to block. I think I'm just going to attack 7 as well. We're just going to be duking it out.
Nice. 9 is near 3, so it's going to attack 3 2 times. Okay, so what is happening visually is that there's a bunch of pirates that are jumping on your boat by running across this gangplank, which was when they held it up. So picture like a plywood sheet. When you hold it up, it's a wall. When you put it horizontal, it's a ramp. And have... Huh?
Can I just add one thing?
Yeah.
If you've ever tried to hold a sheet of plywood in a breeze, it is the hardest thing in the world. So... It's a funny imagery of how hard it would take so many dudes to hold that up. Anyway,
it took 5 dudes at least.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they weren't waving. I mean...
They were busy. Number 9 is going to attack 3 2 times. Because they're in the same position, they don't add a dice for a difference in position. And because they're making 2 attacks, they get 2 dice. So I'm going to roll the dice. The first one is a 4, and the second one is a 3. Now I'm going to take the lower number. And that's a 3. There you go. I'm doing it right? Yes. We're all shrugging. We don't really know. And the lower number is a 3. It's a hit plus a drawback. A hit plus a drawback means that they drop their sword. So after they hit Atticus, this old wrinkled man, they're going to drop their sword. So first I'm going to roll damage. So here's the damage on the hit. That is a 6 on the dice. Holy cow. Okay. Bad news for Atticus. Atticus is... has taken 6 damage. We're just going to talk about what that means in a second. But also, 9's sword that they slash the old man with, the sword is dropped at 4. And Atticus took 6 damage. So let's talk about the luck system. When your luck is reduced to 0, you're considered wounded. When your luck is reduced below 0 and you're an NPC, he goes, "Arg!" And he crumples, blood sprays, and he falls off the gangway. Everyone please remove 3 from your sheet.
He belongs to the sea now.
Next up is 8. 8 is going to attack 2 times.
Graveyard Shift is going to see that the light emanating from his blue eye is going to turn red. The shield is going to pop out that's integrated into his left forearm, spin around, kind of like Kratos from God of War. And same thing is going to happen. He's going to draw his rapier, and he's going to try to deliver 2 attacks towards number 7.
There's no difference in your position. because you're making 2 attacks, you get to roll 2 dice. First roll a d6 and announce your number, and then roll a second d6.
First d6 is a 2. Second d6 is a 2. I think that's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. Yeah, that first attack is a miss. Go ahead and roll your second attack. You get 2 dice.
Oh, okay. Lowest one is 3.
Your lowest one is 3, which means you get a hit plus a drawback. More enemies are alerted.
I'm yelling.
Or your weapon is dropped at a position adjacent to yours. You can pick.
So I'm going to alert more enemies.
Oh, no.
So this like high metallic screech just emanates not just from his like from where you think his mouth is, but his whole body, like it's speakers.
I'd like everyone to add 2 dice, 1 to position 4.
What does that add? Does that add bad guy?
Does that mean he's a 10?
1 at position 4, and that one is a 10. So I've got to break out like the d20s here. Position 4, it's a 10. They sprinted. Wait, no, they would be at position 9 and position 10. Let's be real.
Oh, okay.
There's a 10 and an 11 on the board now. Enemies was plural, right? So, okay, so we have added, at position 9, we've added the number 10 on a dice, and at position 10, we've added the number 11 on a dice.
Okay.
And narrate what happens and roll your damage. I'm going to roll 1d6, please. What weapon are you attacking with, actually?
The rapier. I rolled a natural 6, so I guess that's 3 damage.
Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, you've killed a pirate.
Oh, get in.
I'm removing the dice 7 from position 2. It's off the board. 8 now stands alone at position 2. And actually 7's turn was next, so I'm going to go with they grunt, collapse. They were on the boat, so they're still on the deck. There we go. Now, dice 6 wanted to move to 5 because they're sprinting. They're trying to board the boat. Number 5 now.
Oh, that's me. So I'm going to go ahead and deliver a blistering insult to number 1. I guess I'll say something like, we're going to put you on your back like a baby with a full diaper. That's insulting, right? I mean...
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, but in his mind, it echoes in his brain, and it's too much for him to handle, I hope.
Yeah.
So, do I roll, I guess that's a ranged attack, so that's 2d6, correct?
Yes, because you are 1 away, and you are making 1 attack this turn because 6 moved. What is the lower of the 2d6?
Oh, is it lower? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not good at all. That's a 1.
That misses. You shout that, but how do they react? You can describe it.
I think the appropriate response to that insult is confusion. It's like, what? Am I a baby? I'm not wearing a diaper. And so they look just confused. I think that's probably appropriate.
Yes. And they do not take any damage. But that's a good turn. And you would have attacked 6, but they moved.
Yeah, I guess I throw another insult in the direction of where 6 was. But no ears are there to collect it, and no mind is there to be disturbed. So it just passes on by.
Okay. 4 is going to move to... Where did 4 go?
He's on 10?
They're on 10. They move up to 8. That ends their turn. 3 is going to attack 9 2 times. Where's 3? Is 3 dead? Oh, no. 3 was Atticus.
Oh, yeah, 3 dead.
Yeah, poor Atticus. I mean, it was nasty.
Oh, no.
Rest in peace.
2 is going to attack 1 2 times. Where's 2? Oh, there's 2. 2 is orange.
Oh, that's you, Rufus. You got it, baby.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna look with one eye. You killed my friend that I just met. So I'm gonna flavor this as 2 attacks with 2 things. My shield, which is just a ship's wheel,
Yeah.
and my hook. So I'm gonna
Nice.
pop him one and then slash him with the other, and say, "Atticus, no!" And
Nice. Roll 2d6 for your first to hit.
I got 2 4s. So the lower was a 4.
2 4s. That hits. Now roll 1d6 to do damage.
A 2 with a light weapon. So would that be a 1? 1d6 divided by... Yeah.
1 damage. They look wounded. You've smashed them with your wheel shield, and they're teetering on the edge of the gangplank. Take your second attack.
All right. The lower was a 3.
That is a hit plus a drawback.
Okay.
You are going to drop your hook.
Oh, no.
I didn't know that was possible.
It's not very well secured at all.
It's going to be dropped
It's hard to tie.
at position 6.
All right. At position 6.
That's where I am. Hey, there's a hook at my feet.
But you do get to hit.
Yeah, and I did 2 more damage.
Whoa!
Because it was a 4, so, right? 4 divided by 2.
Yeah.
So, 2 damage.
Describe what happens. You've killed them.
I raise up me hook
And I slash down into this pirate. I don't think he was the one that hurt Atticus, but I'm taking out my vengeance on it. And I slash into him, and I like to imagine that I hit in such a bad angle that like the hook got stuck, and you hear a loud like flop noise as it sucks off my hand, and there's just a stump remaining. Curse that hook! And then the guy dies.
And how does it end up at the position next to you?
I think it just hits the deck and rolls. The bottom of it has like that like rolly cuff, and it just rolls over there. And I feel good about it though. I took out a dude.
All right. I am removing 1 from the map. Wow. 2 is all alone at position 7. Rufus, you're all alone there. And now it is 1's turn. 1 has declared that they're going to attack 2 times. I don't see 1. Oh, that's the one you just
I think
killed.
1 just died, yeah.
Rufus, you don't get attacked.
Yay.
All right, and that was turn 1. To announce where everything is on the board, on position 2 is number 8, which is...
That's me.
Yes, graveyard. On position 5 is number 9. On position 6 is number 5 and number 6. On position 7 is number 2. On position 8 is 8 and 4. On position 9 is 10. And on position 10 is 11. That's good audio right there. That's what people come to a podcast to hear. So now we're going to declare what we're doing in order from 1 to 11. 1 is dead. 2, what are you doing?
I think I look at my hook and I shake my head in despair because knowing the hook, it is a tough thing to tie back on. I was right-handed before I lost me right hand. And so I don't even look at it. I don't know if it would take an action to drop said shield and pull out the, we're flavoring it like a ranged weapon. I would like to shoot a gust of wind, like ocean breeze wind, out of my other hand as like a spell, basically, as magic on my attack. So whether or not I can do that twice or that dropping a shield would count as one action.
It does not count as an action right now.
Okay, then I will throw my shield down, and on my turn I will, looking over at Lothario, because he's adjacent to me and has one guy there, I'm going to attack him twice, which would be number 6.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. Number 3 was Atticus, the too soon departed. You saw him mowed down right in front of you. I don't see a 4 on the board. Oh, 4 is on 8. Okay. All right. 4 is going to attack 2 twice. 5. What are you going to do?
Well, number 6 is right next to me, apparently. And there's a hook that I would like to return to my man, Rufus. Will that require an action to give him his hook?
Yes, the hook is just going to have to stay there until you're not in mortal peril.
Yeah, this is a crazy situation. So, what I'm going to do... I don't like 6. He got a funny look about him. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my lute. And I'm going to play a song. Oh, no. I can't do range because it's right next to me. I was going to do a range attack, but that's foolish.
Technically,
I'm gonna pull
nothing
out-
in the rules says that you can't do a ranged attack to someone in the same position as you, does it? Because we were looking for that earlier. And I don't think it does.
I feel like
You know what? Stylistically, though,
Yeah, we were talking
I
about
think
that.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my rapier,
Okay.
and I'm gonna poke number 6 twice, cause again, I don't like the way he looks, and I'm gonna announce it to him because he needs to know he's about to go down.
Oh, 6 is moving right after you, and you know what they're going to say? I'm going to announce it to you right back, and 6 is going to attack 5 2 times.
Well, bring it on, baby. See, I call everybody baby.
All right. Oh, 7 I don't see on the board. 8.
He was ended by number 8. Yeah, graveyard.
Yeah. So position 2 has number 8. What are you going to do, 8? That's graveyard.
Yeah. So Graveyard is almost in a blind. He's not even a barbarian. He's just really mad. He is going to charge down that gangplank and try to get onto that ship. That's 2 actions to move 2 positions. So I can't swing at anybody because that's my 2 actions were used for movement. Correct?
Yeah, I think so. I think as an action, you can move to an adjacent position. So you can get from 2 to 4.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Okay.
I will shout over my shoulder while I'm eyeing number 6. I'll say, Graveyard, do you have a ranged weapon?
The rapier retracts back into the wrist, and then a wrist-mounted light crossbow pops out, and then he waves it in the air.
Because instead of moving twice, I know you just announced you were moving, but you can move 1 time and then shoot 1 time.
Let's try that.
All right. 8 is going to move to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And
take a pot shot at 9, I guess?
yeah, shoot 9 1 time.
Let's try to do that.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to announce the other ones. 9 is going to attack 5 2 times. 10 is going to attack...
Wait.
Huh?
Huh?
Hold on. That's me.
That is you.
10 is going to attack
That's
2
me.
times.
Ugh.
11 is going to move to 8. And 12 is going to attack 2 times.
I'm about to have a rough round.
Well, it's called D 6 feet under. You know, you got to die. All right. So 12 is going to attack 2 times. So 12 is adjacent to 2. And that means that it's going to roll a dice for being adjacent because the position difference adds a d6. And also 2 dice because they are attacking twice. So they're going to roll 3d6. The 3d6 are a 1, a 5, and a 4. So they miss you because the lowest number is a 1. So they miss you.
Oh, sweet.
The second attack is also 3 dice, and that's a 2, a 2, and a 4, and a 2 also misses you. So 12 has missed you twice, Rufus,
I just laugh in their face.
with their pistol. They're using like an old-timey pirate pistol. 11 is going to move to 8, so everyone go ahead and move that dice over to 8. Moved from 10 to 8. 10 is going to attack 2 times. Now, the distance there is 2 positions, so I'm rolling 4d6. The first roll got a 2, which misses. The second roll got a 2, which misses. That, well, really far away. Also, Rufus is dodging bullets.
I got a high fit. I'm just like, I'm bobbing and weaving. I was a swordsman once. I might not have that ability anymore, but I'm quick.
9 is going to attack 5 2 times. There's a position difference of 1, so I'm rolling 3 dice. Now that is a 2, so you are missed. And then the second attack, the lowest is a 4, which means that is a hit. And Lothario is hit. I'm going to roll a d6. It is a pistol. I'm also keeping track. You can only fire your pistol 6 times before you need to reload it. And they deal 4 damage to Lothario.
That's a lot of damage. I will say I had what you'd call 3 hit points. So Lothario hits the deck, and I think this is the end of a very short chapter of life. But can I throw an insult his way while I'm falling to my death?
No, but you can read your mortal abilities. You've got a lucky item. If you don't choose to use your lucky item, which you don't have to, then we're going to roll to see if you become a specter, a zombie, a new mortal, an angel, or a demon. Or if you just survive.
So
So let me know if you're using your lucky item or not.
I will go ahead and use my lucky item, and I will read what that says. It says, I own a lucky item from someone I care about deeply, and in this situation, it is a gilded cigarette case that my Grandma D gave me. It's beautiful. And so having it on my person increases my maximum luck by 1. And so luck is kind of like hit points, seems like, in this situation. And then additionally, when I get reduced to 0 luck, which I am there, I can choose not to get wounded, but doing so will break my lucky item, making it forever lose its supernatural properties. And so what happens is he's shooting a gun at me, right? I mean, this is a pistol or something like that.
Yeah. I'm going to need a story about the loved one who gave it to you, and then I'll give it to you.
Okay. I can handle that. So Grandma D, she's a tough character. So she's actually the one that gave me my name, Lothario, because it's a tradition in her family. Demetria Pea Soup is her given name. And in the Pea Soup family, the tradition is maternal grandma names the babies. And so she named me because she said, you need to be named after your father, which is weird because my father's name is Luke. But I think it's because she always called him Lothario for whatever reason. So that's my name now. Anyway, as we were growing up, she was tough but fair, I think. She always showed me love. And when I was roughly 15, started working as a barback in Gardiloo, she said I should pick up smoking. And, you know, Grandma D's been around. I trust her. And so I said, okay. And it was hard at first, but I persevered. And now I smoke tobacco cigarettes nearly every day. And
I can tell.
Oh yeah, that's why I have such a beautiful timbre to my voice. Anyway.
Kids listening to this, first off, don't listen to Fire Breathing Kittens. It's not for kids. And second off, smoking causes cancer. Continue.
Well, I believe we are in a fantasy world where healers exist. And, smoking may have not the negative repercussions that they might have in other universes. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. Anyway, so because I persevered, Grandma D decided to give me this beautiful gilded cigarette case. And I put my cigarettes in there, and it's waterproof. Like, you know, being in a port town, you fall in the water sometimes and your cigarettes are ruined. Everybody knows that. But in this case, it's all good. Like, they stay dry. I can light them. I can smoke them. I can enjoy them. But this character right here, he shoots me and he hits my cigarette case, exploding the metal and causing dried tobacco leaves all over my face. And that I'm very upset because, number one, you don't want to lose your cigarettes. That's tobacco cigarettes, clarify. And number two, Grandma D gave me this, so I am furious. So I just want to say that. So I am alive. The bullet was stopped by the cigarette case, which was given to me because I persevered and went ahead and smoked. And it helped me in my barback position at the time. Anyway, there we go. Is that a good enough story? Or?
Yes, that works.
Okay.
All right. The cigarette case explodes. Tobacco goes all over your face, and you live.
I'm alive but annoyed.
That was 9. Now it's 8. 8, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to take a pot shot at number 9, which means he's 2 positions over. I am at 3.
Yes, 2 positions over, so add 2 dice. Mm-hmm. And you're making 1 attack, so that's 1 dice.
Yes. Natural 1.
That is a miss.
Yep, just a pure miss.
All right.
That was 1 action, right?
Yeah, well, moving was an action.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. All right, that ends your turn.
Yeah.
6 is going to attack 5 2 times. Now, 6 is next to you, and they're making 2 attacks. So they're going to roll 2 dice. There's no distance dice added. Their lowest was a 2, so they miss. And then, oh no, their second attack, they got a 5 as their lowest. That's a hit plus a benefit. They're going to hit you.
Okay.
And deal 5 damage.
That is...
And they get a benefit, which is that they get advantage on their next shot.
I think the fact that I had tobacco all up in my eyes probably gave him the leverage he needed to succeed. And now I think that is the end of this chapter of Lothario.
For now.
Well, we're playing D6 Feet Under. When your luck is reduced below 0, you are dead. Please roll a D6, Lothario. 2D6 and take the lowest number.
Oh, I didn't say 2d6. I didn't say it was the end of the book. Just the chapter.
Just the chapter. Okay. 2D6
Okay.
and your number is?
My lowest number is a 3.
Oh, you're dead.
Book's over.
Well, it was nice knowing y'all. Please avenge my Grandma D.
You reach the afterlife and either can't or do not want to ever leave it. What does your Grandma D need avenging for?
So there's this gentleman. I mean, that I use that term loosely, mind you. Grandma D, she owns a mining company. She mines silver. And that's actually how my cigarette case was gilded in silver from her mine. And I don't know if gilded means gold specifically, but we'll get into those details later. Anyway, this man stole one of her mines in some kind of sneaky contract situation that I don't fully understand, but I'm on the hunt for this man, or was, past tense. But I'm enjoying what the afterlife has to offer. It's beautiful up here.
Shout his name as you die.
Chico Rendacara, I will get you in the next life.
Oh my gosh. And players, say goodbye to Lothario.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Next up, we have 5 attacks 6 2 times, so that's not gonna happen. 4 attacks 2 times, so that's
3
dice. The lowest was a 2. And the lowest was a 1. 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2, you're up.
I'm just bobbing and weaving. I was going to attack 6 twice because I was hopefully going to help out my good pal Lothario.
And I see him go down, and I say to myself, we've lost too many good souls on the ocean today, and we're not losing anymore.
So I'm going to fire off.
You see, as I drop the shield, lightning and ocean-like storm form in my hand, and it's, even though we're like in kind of a storm, you see more storm forming in Rufus's hand, and he blasts out like a concentrated burst of ocean storm into this guy twice. And so I would roll 3 dice, right?
Yes.
I'm adjacent. Okay. The lowest was a 3.
That hits, plus a drawback. More enemies are alerted. Put a 13 and a 14 on position 8.
Dang it.
But do your damage?
Okay. This is a ranged weapon, so it's just a 1d6, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 2.
Yeah. They are approaching mortal wound. They get shot in the shoulder and miss their heart, but just by a little, and the blood is gushing.
Okay, so I'll do my second attack. Lowest was a 3 again. So
Oh
that
my gosh,
also...
2 more enemies got summoned?
Oh my goodness. Oh boy, guys. They have so many on we had so few and they had so many on their ship.
Wasn't their ship smaller? I mean, I know you can't hear me because I'm dead, but, you know, this is the question that is in your mind right now.
Okay, on space 8, add a 13, a 14, and a 15 and a 16.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I can't get much bigger than a D20.
I know. Okay. Yeah, and you hit them, and they only had 1 hit point left, so 6.
Which is sad because I rolled a 6.
Oh, you shoot him like dead in the eye, you know?
Yeah. Blasts through him. And I cackle along with the storm rolling in the ocean and the ship's rocking. And I'm like, ha, 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 ha. It's good to be back. And then I kill him. And then I look sadly down at Lothario's corpse.
Oh my gosh. Let's announce positions. At position 3, we have dice 8. At position 5, we have dice 9. At position 7, we have dice 2. At position, I'll get to 8 in a second. At position 9, we have dice 10. And at position 8, we have 11, 4, 12, 14, 13, 15, and 16. Okay, so 2, what are you going to do?
Before, I just have a question about the dynamics of the game to help the listener and myself.
Yeah.
Was running an option? Like, could I get down to 0?
Don't worry, I've got a plan. I'm your DM.
Okay.
Trust me. We're going to get through the rest of this combat quickly.
I do trust you. I'm sorry. Continue, Rufus.
Deus Ex Killer Whale.
2, what are you going to do?
So, this looks bad. Are they like...
You guys summoned the enemies, not me.
We did. So I myself was on a gangplank.
Yeah, you're on a gangplank.
And all these enemies are presumably coming from their ship.
They are. Their ship is 10. Yeah.
And I'm on spot 7.
Yeah.
And Graveyard's on spot 3.
Yeah.
Everyone to the right, presumably on the ship?
Number 10 is the ship. Numbers 2 through 9 are the gangplank.
2 through 9 are the...
Sure.
That's so many. All right. I think I would like to move
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. To 5?
Yeah.
Okay,
and I was
got it.
kind of hoping that she might, do some maneuvers with the ship, but we'll see.
We'll see. All right. 2 is going to move to 5. You're going to call out to Charlotte as well.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to say, helmswoman, hard to starboard. And then I'm going to make a run like this.
Yes. All right. 3 is dead. That was Atticus. 4 is going to move and attack 2 one time. 5 is dead. That was Lothario. 6 is dead. 7 is dead. 8. 8. You're on position 3.
So I saw Rufus yell to the helmswoman to start to bank starboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you know, he's announced it.
Yeah, okay.
It will happen if they're alive.
So I kind of see that. I'm doing a little bit of math. I'm going to turn and run away as well, valiantly.
That's the right way to do
The
it.
best way to run.
So I guess I'll use all my movement because I can get from 3 to 1, and 1 is the revenge, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I post up under, is there like a rail there that would actually provide cover?
Yes, and cover is a section. It's assumed that everyone who participates in the combat is taking cover. The GM can grant advantage or disadvantage. I can grant disadvantage to people because you are under the rail.
Cool.
If you get there. So 9 is going to move to 4 and attack 8 one times, and 10 through 16 are going to move to 7 and attack 2.
Okay, I gotta move some stuff.
All right, so let's do 16 first. 16 is going to move to 7 and attack one time. That's 2d6. That's a 5 and a 3. That's a hit plus a drawback. The dice is a 3. Rufus, you were shot in the back.
Ouch. As I turn to run.
You're dead. You can expend your lucky item and tell me about it, or you can roll on the living and the dying. Don't worry, Lothario, you're not alone.
I don't want to spend my lucky item. It is too dear to me. And death is something I am familiar with, having dished it out myself. The time has come. It's fine. So I roll 2d6.
Yep, and tell me the lower number.
The lower number was a 1.
You can either become a specter by getting lost on your way to the afterlife, or a zombie by rejecting it. Go ahead and read those and decide when it's your next turn.
Okay.
All the others were going to attack you, so they're just going to do the moving part of that. To Graveyard Shift. 9 is going to go. They're going to be at 4, and they're going to attack you by rolling 2 dice because they're 1 away. That hits you. And that is 3 damage on the dice. I'm holding up the dice. It says 3 on it. That doesn't mean anything to anybody, but
Did he have disadvantage on Graveyard?
Oh, yeah,
he hasn't moved yet.
I haven't moved yet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
So, Graveyard Shift, would you like to roll on the living and the dying, or would you like to expend your lucky item, breaking it forever, but surviving?
I would like to expend my lucky item, please.
Tell us a story about the person who gave you your lucky item.
The person who gave me my lucky item is my creator father, Brickus Fogelmogel. He is a gnomish quartermaster with the night watch that I also work for. He and my mother creator, built me in the bowels of the night watch headquarters, wanting to create the best night watchman they possibly could, one that did not eat, one that did not sleep, one that embodied justice. And they prayed to the god who we don't have to pay royalties to use, Tyr from the Nordic pantheon.
Tyr is also just straight up a god from the Nordic pantheon. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's public domain. He's been around for thousands of years. You can
try to copyright gods, but
yeah, good luck. They're more powerful than that. And Tyr answered their prayers. And
Jesus, TM.
Jesus, yeah, copywritten.
Keep going. I'm sorry.
And
that's what they're trying to continue.
Yeah. And Tyr smiled upon them and embodied this shell that they created with the essence of justice and doing the right thing. And I was born. And my creator father gave me a necklace, an amulet, with the Nordic rune for Tyr engraved on it. That explodes in a flash of blue light. There's nothing left. The chain is just gone. And it was a bullet that hit me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the bullet hits it, saving my life, but destroying one of the most cherished memories I have of my creator father.
Aww. Okay. Yes.
I hope you're proud of yourself, DM. That was a beautiful object that just got annihilated.
Let's talk about specters. Spiritual nature. Any matter passes through your body. Physical bullets only reduce your luck by 1. You can't cross uninterrupted lines made of salt. And zombies. Your luck can't be reduced below 0 unless it's reduced in the same way that killed you the first time, which was gunshot. Your flesh may never heal, so signs of your death may remain obvious. So, which did you pick?
I 100% want to be a zombie.
All right. You are only vulnerable to permadeath from gunshot.
Which seems like a terrible choice, but I like it. I like it.
Happen. Okay. So we're going to do this again. We've got 8 on 1. We've got 9 on 4. We've got all the other dice. All the other dice on 7. 2. What do you do? You have two luck.
As I've died.
Just make it quick, guys. We're going to finish you off real quick this round. Lothario, you won't be alone.
All right. Well, becoming a zombie and popping back up, I'm just staying in it. We're going for it. And I'm going to fire off 2 attacks at whatever is near me because I think I am fully screwed.
You've got 8 things to shoot at. I'm going to say they're probably going to still be there. Excellent. 8. What are you doing?
I'm running.
All right, you're on the ship, so you're like hiding behind railings and ducking behind the steering wheel and trying to find below decks. Where is the captain? 9 is going to move from 4 to 3 and try to shoot you. Everything is going to move 1 up to 6 and try to shoot 2 from, so like move 1 and shoot behind them. Okay, so I'm going to narrate. In a barrage of gunfire, because there are now more pirates than there were the first turn. Describe your permadeath.
Me?
Our dear Rufus.
Man. Because
as 8 enemies.
As they descend upon me,
they're moving 1 closer to the ship to where Graveyard is, and they're turning behind them and shooting you.
That's so rude. I got the fade away shot. All right. I pop up. I've become a zombie. I'm like, back at it. And I reach down and I grab my hook back up and I'm going to grab it and put it on. And they all just walk past me, turn and like casually, I'm like riddled with bullets. And I look up to the sky and I shout, "Here I come, Atticus." Completely ignoring Lothario's death. I apologize, but I forgot about that.
Oh, don't worry about it. You knew Atticus a lot longer. That's appropriate.
I just met him. And I perish, apparently.
Okay.
In an undead form.
Graveyard shift. Graveyard shift. 9 is going to move up and try to shoot you.
Yeah.
Snake Eyes, you're still alive. What do? You have the option of trying to get out of cover and try to like force this gangplank off.
Uh-huh.
But it's going to expose you. Or you could continue to seek cover. It's up to you.
I'm surrounded
Yeah, they're coming for you.
by fear and dead men. I'm going to lift the plank.
Make a grit check. It is extremely difficult, whatever the very difficult is.
That's fine. So my grit score is 3, so I'm rolling 3 d6s, yes?
And you've
And
got to
low-
get no lower. You've got to roll 3 6.
Okay, here we go.
I believe.
I got 2 6s and a 3.
Man.
You avoided
Blaze it.
the mark of the beast, so that's pretty good.
Blaze of glory, let's go.
Oh, gosh. All right. The next turn, they're going to advance and fire upon you. Gosh. That is a 4 and a 6. Now that hits. You take 5 damage. But it's because he wasn't covered because he was trying to save the ship, you guys. He takes 5 damage. Go ahead and describe how you die, and then we're going to do a zoom out. Go ahead.
It's a barrage of gunfire, right? Or is it just one?
It's just 9 who's like faster than the others. They're running up. All the other pirates are trudging.
Right. Graveyard Shift pops up. He's able to get his hands under the plank. He's pulling as hard as he can. You see the pistons in the back of his legs, where his calves would be if he was flesh and blood, start to groan and push. And you see the plank start to lift a little bit, little by little. You think he's going to do it. Boom. A shot rings out. It hits him in the shoulder. It falls a little bit. His right hand falls a little bit. His left hand is still holding it. You see, if a machine could show a strained expression on his face, he's doing it. His back hunches. He pulls even harder. It starts to pull again. Boom. It hits him square in the head. And the exit wound is just massive. He falls to his knees. Blue light and blue wisps leaking out and merging with the air and the sea breeze, and the light flickers and fades in his eye, and he goes still.
This is actually distressing.
Did anyone's X go up? Because I wasn't looking.
No. Like, it's just sad. Okay, so you guys, I read the rules and I did a practice combat, and I kind of had a similar scenario. And the thing about storytelling is there is a flash of white light. Everyone, please gain a level on your D6 feet under character sheet.
Okay.
You're all on the deck of the Revenge. The harbor is far behind you, the shore far away, and a tiny line on the horizon. Turning away from the shore, storm clouds darken the horizon of the open sea. A small, uninhabited island, barely large enough for a thick copse of trees, looms on the left or port side. And as you all are trying to realize what happens, we are going to go to break, because you're all alive again.
Oh, man. This is a Groundhog's Day situation.
This is incredible.
We are in a time loop.
My God. I died twice in one day. Fascinating.
Wait a minute. I'm going to go ahead and check my pockets for my gilded cigarette case. Is it still intact?
It is still intact. Your grandma's gilded cigarette case. Your necklace has not exploded in blue. It's still there. And
Yes.
you're no longer a zombie, Rufus.
I breathe in that ocean air. Just feels so good.
And with that, we are going to go to break. Joining us for part 1 were Graveyard Shift,
Hello.
Lothario,
Oh, I did not see that coming at all.
and Rufus.
Just another day on the sea.
And I believe you have a review for us.
I do. Stand by. Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay, yes, we have a review from Sarah Chera. So it rhymes. It says, favorite new podcast. I finally sat down to start this podcast and binged a bunch of episodes in one day. That was not supposed to happen, but it was very entertaining. So good job and keep them coming. There you go.
Thank you. Leave us a review on iTunes and we'll read it on air. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
We hope that you're enjoying this episode of Fire Breathing Kittens. This episode's shout out is from Duh There, who says, quote, Medusa hoodies feature the mythological Gorgon, drawn by Ox Coxa, the character artist and game developer from Chicago, Illinois, on a stylish and super cozy hoodie in 2 wear styles. Medusa hoodie by Ox Coxa. Do you enjoy reading books? You can find ebooks, paperbacks, hardcovers, and audiobooks based on our adventures on audible.com and Amazon. The authors do a great job of adapting the stories into fun novels. We also have official merchandise on redbubble.com. Imagine owning a notebook with the Fire Breathing Kittens logo on the front. Would you like to put your own shout out in the middle of an episode? You can do so on firebreathingkittenspodcast.com through our partnership with the website Buy Me a Coffee. Lastly, we don't pay to advertise our show, so the only way we can grow is if you tell someone about us. Think of someone you know. Think of an episode that would make them laugh. Now put the 2 together. Thank you. Welcome back to Fire Breathing Kittens, an actual play podcast. We are joined again by Lothario.
Hey, everybody. Nice to be back.
Graveyard.
Pleased to be back, everybody.
And Rufus.
Avast ye scurvy dogs.
Everyone, please roll a d20.
Oh.
I got the number 4.
Me too.
I got an 18.
Okay. I am holding up a dice that you can't see. I would have written this down. It was a 7. I promise it was a 7. I don't actually remember what you guys were. So who's the closest to 7?
Both Graveyard Shift and myself got 4.
We are tied.
All right, take turns telling us what happened last time.
I'll start.
Okay, I'll pick up whenever you stop.
Okay. Hello, everybody. We started off the episode this evening with the 3 of us on a boat where we met with 2 individuals, a tall female with a tattoo under her eye who had horns on her head, and an acquaintance of mine by the name of Atticus, who is a old man who likes to fish.
All right, so we're on the boat, and it's not just a boat, it is a ship, because it's a 3-masted galleon that we're on. And we, as the Fire Breathing Kittens, get a job to protect that this ship gets to, from Nickmore, where we're at right now, to Gishope, which is a long way away. And so we're talking to Charlotte, the lady with the horns, and then Atticus, the man with the beard. And everything is going swimmingly for a while. We got orcas popping up on the, I believe, starboard side, and then an island of trees up on the port side. And then I'm going to hand it back to Graveyard, and he's going to explain a little bit more about what happened after that.
After taking in the majesty that were the pod of orcas, we were beset upon by what we believe are pirates. And we all died valiant deaths at the hands of these, as Rufus might say, scurvy dogs. And then there was a flash of white, and we found ourselves back on the Revenge, which is a ship, not a boat, which I've just learned because I'm a city boy. And it appears that we are repeating the same day that we started earlier before we died.
Excellent segue into, you're all on the deck of the Revenge. The harbor is far behind you, the shore far away, and a tiny line on the horizon. Turning away from the shore, storm clouds darken the open sea. A small, uninhabited island, barely large enough for a thick copse of trees, looms on the left or port side.
And we're all aware of just, like, that happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just
We all just died, right? That's what happened to you. And me. I saw you take a bullet. I saw you take a bullet. I saw me take many bullets.
Well, to answer your question, I don't know exactly what happened because I believe I was the first one to die. So whatever happened after that, I have no idea. But I am glad to be back and is glad to see you again. And I am very suspicious of that copse of trees over there.
I'm inclined to agree with the both of you, gentlemen. Perhaps we should inform the helmswoman of the impending doom that besets us all.
Wait! And I look and I see my new best friend Atticus, who we bonded over ship loss, like moments ago. Do they hear us talking? Are they also experiencing this? Or do they not experience?
Ooh, good question.
Only you three remember. So you are being ignored by people who are just, cleaning up around the boat, preparing it for the ocean voyage. Atticus, the old man with his crinkly tan skin, is making a rope coil around his elbow and hand.
Fine form.
And I look at my two companions and I say,
So, it seems like we should maybe not do that again.
I totally agree. That was terrible.
I second that.
How do we get this ship from here to Jisho? Is there an alternate route? I don't know ships very well. I'm looking at you, Rufus.
Rufus, do a wit check, which is that you roll 4 dice and you take the lowest number.
ooh,
Oh.
the lowest is a 3.
Wow.
Hold on a second. You leveled up from what I understand from the universe, you just leveled up. Did you decrease your wit score by any chance? Because that's only 3 dice.
That's right. No. That's right? Is that what we do? I remember reading
you
that.
decrease one of your skills by 1. Do you want it to be your wit?
That's good, right? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's good.
Because
Take
that's
off-
less dice, so your chances become better.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like it to be my wit.
All right.
Do you want me to re-roll, or should I?
Yeah. They keep the lower result. Yeah.
And our maximum luck goes up by 1? Is that something that happens when we level up?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have 4 luck now instead of 3.
Okay, well, on a re-roll, my lowest was a 4.
That's okay. I'm going to take your 3 originally because we're not going to punish you for leveling up. You leveled up punishment. So yeah, you pass it. The difficulty, you pass even an easy or a tricky difficulty. So you would say as a sailor, you know that you can either sail straight out or you can sail parallel to shore. Passing the island is not the only way to get to Jishop.
Well,
That was the question, right?
yeah, an alternate route.
Yes. You do not have to pass that island to get to Jishop. That's just one of the ways there. You can go along the shore. Now, typically, boats wouldn't go north to get to Jishop. You want to go south. But whether you head out easter, so picture the tip of South Africa. There's a city on the left of the tip of South Africa, and there's a city on the right of South Africa. You guys are on the right. You're going to the left, so you're going to sail around South Africa. So how far away you get from shore is up to you. The go past the island route is we're going to get past all the shallow water, but it's not the only way to get there. As long as you've got good charts, you can sail closer to shore.
Well, I turn to helmswoman Charlotte, and I say, Helmswoman Charlotte, as a sailor myself, I feel as though that we should be further out to sea. As an ex-pirate, the further out you are, the less,
That's what going past the island was.
Oh.
Then the opposite of that. I see. So you're talking about the shore of mainland.
Yeah. Hug the mainland.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Then yes, no, I say let's stay closer to shore. The shallows will provide us protection, and if you're skilled, as I see that you are, a better route to Jishop.
Make a check to convince Charlotte, who doesn't trust you at all. You've got 3 stats: wit, which is your intelligence; fit, which is your dexterous and your speed; and grit, which is your strength and your endurance.
Well, I guess I'll go with wit again since I just lowered it. That would be a 4 as the lowest.
Okay.
So that's exciting, I think.
Okay, yeah, it was only a tricky check because she can do it. Now, what do you say as you succeed?
To convince her, I would say, I would look at her and I would give her a knowing look that only a sailor would know. And I do one of these where I taste my finger and put it up to the sky and sense the breeze. And I give her a knowing nod as she turns to starboard and turns closer to shore. And I say, I always knew you could do it. Even though we just met, I could tell you were the best helmswoman the Revenge has ever seen.
Excellent. You are not getting closer to the small island with its copse of trees. It's getting further and further away from you. Whoa! On the port, which is the left side of the boat, a spray of water announces a pod of orca whales.
I would like to take the opportunity to see those whales this go round, because I believe I missed them last time. And I just discovered that living life is very important.
They're beautiful murders of the sea.
I feel calm, because I'm on the ship.
You have successfully passed the danger zone, and the pirates have not seen you.
Can I ask a question about this reversal of time? Is the helmswoman aware that I called her baby? Or do we still have that chilly relationship? Or
Yeah.
Okay, just want to know. Okay, that's all right.
Babies persist.
That was before the loop, yes. Graveyard, what are you up to?
Graveyard is looking at what was that cool word you said for like a bunch of trees on an island?
Copse.
A copse of trees. Graveyard's looking at that, and he's having flashbulb memory, like flashes in his head of watching his friends die and dying himself, and just kind of taking it in, and then kind of looking around. We made it this far, and then just kind of keeping an eye out for future threats.
Okay. You are far away from the copse of trees. It disappears into the horizon.
I feel better.
Don't we all?
I would like to look around the ship to see if there's anything akin to champagne, because I would like to share some with my fellow adventurers.
There are 2 deckhands, and there's a hatch for going below deck.
I will ask Atticus, because he seems kind, and he did not seem offended after calling anybody baby. So I'll say, hey, baby, you know where we can find some champagne?
Oh, I if you find out, tell me.
I'll take that as a no. Okay. Thank you very much. And I shake my head to myself and just say, well, I guess when we get there, we can celebrate.
About how many days is this voyage? Is this a 1-day voyage, or is this a multiple? Yeah.
It's a 3-hour tour. No, I'm just kidding. It's a Gilligan's Island.
No.
It's
So much death.
a multi-day trip for sure.
Okay. So there has to be something to drink that doesn't spoil, aka alcohol, somewhere on this boat then, or on this ship.
Oh, there is. I know. And I would like to go in search for all of the areas in which sailors would hide booze, because I know they got a stash somewhere.
Do you approach the hatch?
Well, now I question it. But yes, of course I approach the hatch.
Okay, below deck. You pull
sweet.
open the hatch and you walk down the stairs. Below deck, the hallways are narrow enough, but it's been made even harder to maneuver, impassable even, by wooden crates piled everywhere. They're jam-packed into every perceivable space, stacked up on one another to the ceiling. Capital letters stamped on the crates proclaiming, "Danger! explosives. The hallway is impassable with all this cargo here.
Wow. And I call up to my friends from below decks and I say, hey, there's bombs below decks and explosives. So there's probably booze too. And I wander in further based on that. That makes sense to me.
Your
and
nose bumps into a crate.
Oh, ouch.
They are impassable.
My one-eye depth perception was so bad. Could I crack open a easy to crack open crate?
Yeah, do you have... Oh, you've got your hook. Yeah.
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 I stick my hook in, kind of give it a tap to get it into the wedge, and then pry it off.
It's full of explosives.
I suppose I should have seen that coming. Well, fascinating. And so I can't go anywhere down here? It's chock full of stuff?
I mean, the crate's probably 100 pounds.
Could I try to see if I could lift a crate?
Do a grit check.
I want to. My lowest was a 3.
A 3 means that you pass even tricky situations. You're hefting that 100-pound crate.
I'm not sure why. I go to the bottom of the hatch and I look up at Graveyard, who strikes me as a stronger than me individual. And I say, hey, you want to see some explosives? And I heft him up to see if he'll grab them from me. Completely forgetting about the booze question because I found explosives.
I'm gonna lean down and grab it, and I'm gonna lift it.
Make a grit check.
Okay. I got a 1.
Oh no! You dropped the crate on Rufus's face.
Oh no!
Rufus, take 1 damage.
I hear a calamity happening, and as you can imagine, I'm lighting a cigarette right now, and I'm walking over to say, hey, what's going on, y'all? While I light my cigarette. Click, click, click.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna turn to him by the gods, please put that out.
What's that now? And I take a drag. Oh, yeah.
And from below you hear, son of a... I should have seen that coming. My foot.
Graveyard's gonna put his hands out in front. He has like metal kind of flaps on him and stuff that kind of move, simulate breathing and whatnot to make him seem more empathetic towards living creatures when he's trying to do his cop work. So he's doing like the Chris Pratt from Jurassic World with the raptors. He's got that crouch with his arms out. He's like, the ship is full of explosives.
Oh,
we shouldn't have an open flame right now.
I go ahead and put out my cigarette. So first of all, I walk away from the hatch toward the sea, and on the barrier between the edge of the ship and open water, I'm go ahead and put my cigarette. And you know what? I'm just gonna throw it in the water. It's fine. Just away from the ship.
It falls into an open window. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna, how do we die now?
It falls into the water. You're fine.
Can I climb out of the hatch?
Yes. And what did Graveyard say?
I just said to please put out the cigarette.
Yes, you're all good. All right. Yeah. The crates are very easy for you to lift, less easy for Graveyard to lift. If you'd like to move the crates out of your way up onto the deck, you can. Whatever you want to do.
Because of the check I passed?
Yeah, you can move the crates.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll stay down there, and I want to move some crates. I know ships. A 3-masted galleon should have lots of space underneath, so clearly this has been blocked off. So yes, I would like to shift some aside and see what's beyond.
The cargo moved, you have space to breathe. You can walk down the narrow hallway below deck now. There are 2 doors. The right door is labeled VIP and has a lock with 4 spinning number dials. Each number, 0 to 9, can be spun and rotated. The left door is labeled cargo hold and has a panel with 7 switches on it.
Okay.
I'm going to call up to my friends and be like,
Hey, gentlemen, there is some stuff down here that I think you should come see. And I keep it on the DL, which means down low in pirate speak. And also you need to come down low. It works on multiple levels. Also, you need to be on multiple levels. Oh my gosh.
That's the most meta thing I've heard all day.
Steam emanates from Graveyard's head.
and so I wave him down because I'm interested in the cargo hold door.
The cargo hold door, just to confirm, how many switches were there?
7.
7, okay.
Just to read that again, the right door is labeled VIP and has a lock with 4 spinning number dials that you can rotate from 0 to 9. The left door is labeled cargo hold and has a panel with 7 switches on it.
Okay.
Graveyard, you are a enforcement person, normally, correct?
Yes.
So do these locks look like something you've seen before, or... I've been in jail myself once, and that was just like a normal padlock. This is, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, most of the time I know the combination. But there's 2 ways I know how to get a door open like this. One is to find someone who knows it and get them to open it. I don't know who might be willing to open a VIP door for people who are not, as you might say, IPs, let alone VIPs. However, we could try 0001. And then if that doesn't work, 0002.
As he starts listing off.
I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, I assume you just keep going. As it gets to about 0008, my eyes turn to the crates of explosive, and I'm like, I can think of a third way.
Which, by the way, are shifting around on the deck. Every time the deck lulls to the left or the right, the crates are just slowly scooting a few inches around on the unsecured cargo can topple a ship. They're just letting you guys know.
Oh yeah. Can I try? I'll try one of his combinations.
Yeah. Which one do you try?
What do you think, Graveyard? If you had to pick a 3-0 plus 1 number combo, what's your favorite?
7.
All right. 0007. Here we go.
It's extra secret.
The door does not open. The lock does not open, I guess.
Hey, I just want to say, when I was 16, I used to work at a library. And one of the things that we talked about, us librarians and everything, was the statistical likelihood of cracking different methods like we have here. And I will say that this 7-switch problem, there's only 128 combinations we need to go through, while this combination lock, there's exactly 10,000 combinations we have to go through. So I vote we do this switch problem first, because we got a higher likelihood, of finding the right combo. Unless you have another idea. I'm open to suggestions.
Rufus leans over to Graveyard and he's like, "You was a librarian at 16? That's impressive."
My goodness gracious.
Well, more of a librarian assistant, I guess. You gotta go to school to be a librarian proper. And I didn't do that, but I did hang out at the library quite a bit, and they pretty much said I was practically on staff. So I like to say I was a librarian, but it's fuzzy, the details,
Well, I'm inclined to possibly fast track to get into these doors. I'm wondering if Atticus might know at least how to get into the cargo if he's a ship's hand. I don't know if he's a VIP. Perhaps we could speak to him. You are a seafaring man, and I know him from past experiences. And as for Lothario, the helmswoman is a VIP.
Indeed she is, and I don't mind talking her up at all. So I will go ahead and strike up a conversation with her. I think that's a fantastic idea, Graveyard Shift. I commend you on your intelligence.
My projections were that you would be copacetic to this idea.
Absolutely.
Both of you roll a wit check. You have to get higher than the number. Okay, so you have to get higher than a 5 to get them to assist you in entering the cargo area.
Is there any benefit to me being also in assistance to Graveyard?
Okay. Yeah, can you give advantage?
Okay,
Oh,
that's fine.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
I got a 2.
Okay, so instead, they're quite dismayed by all the cargo on the deck, and they're strapping it down. Which I think makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, that's you want to do that, especially if we're still in a storm.
The storm is approaching, and there's a bunch of loose boxes of explosives on the deck.
Okay,
Why
yeah,
are we
no.
going to just show up in the first place? This seems like we should have had more information about the objective of this mission.
I mean, we're supposed to protect this ship, right?
I agree with you. That I do not. I don't disagree. But why? What is the importance of this ship and its contents? And why us?
To recall the job flyer, it's Captain Morgan is hiring guards to protect their ship, the Revenge. Ensure its safe arrival in the port of Jishop, and you'll each receive 100 gold. And then not written is, because there's pirates.
I do like gold, so, I guess that's good enough reason for me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and in hindsight, I might be 50 years old, but I'm still impressionable. And I feel like this goes against everything I stand for. So maybe I should get back to doing my job.
Oh, you mean trying to break into stuff?
Breaking and entering, yes. I stop people from doing that normally.
And I look at him and I say, Graveyard, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think a better task would be if you would assist Atticus in strapping down this cargo. Because the ship is we're gonna hit that storm and bad things might happen.
You hear Atticus call out, "Why isn't the cargo in the cargo hold?"
We can't get in the cargo hold. There's a combination with switches here.
Very smart.
He dashes down in his old man way
Oh, genius.
and tries the switches and says, "Why is my switch combination not working?"
Is he asking? I don't know.
Yeah, is he wondering out loud?
I'm going to go secure the cargo. And he's trying to batten down the cargo on the deck because he can't get it in the cargo hold.
I'm going to go ahead and forward that question to Miss Charlotte and say, hey, Atticus was saying he can't get into the cargo hold because his switch combination ain't working. You know anything about that, baby?
She tries the... Oh, gosh. She tries the combination that she knows, which is the same that Atticus knows, and it also does not work. The switches are not opening the door to the cargo hold, and all the cargo was in the hallway and is now on the deck and is explosive and is shifting around, and she's trying to steer the wheel, and there's wind, and it's not great. It's not her favorite day. She mutters that she'd rather be, I'd rather be in prison.
Do the switches look like just binary light switches?
Yes.
Atticus. So I address Atticus. Atticus, what if you put in your combination, but the opposite? So the ups are downs and the downs are ups.
Oh, well, I'll try it. And it does not work.
Dang it.
A box of
Darn.
cargo falls off the boat. Oh, no. And he goes and starts to tie them again. You guys, don't use the NPCs to solve your problems.
I was going to say, can I just bash this dang door open?
Do a grit check.
I'm gonna.
Get a 6 on both dice.
I got a 5.
You do not bash the door open.
So I'm going to take Graveyard Shift's advice from earlier, and I'm going to start all the switches down, and I'm going to put that last one up. Yeah.
Okay. So you flip the first one. What's your first one?
I guess the leftmost one down.
Bong.
And worked.
Bong.
Did y'all hear that bong?
A successful bong noise?
I don't know if that's a bad bong or a good bong.
Okay. What if you
business.
flipped it the other way? What sound does it make?
I'm going to flip that switch back up, and then I'm going to flip it down again.
Bong.
And see what happens.
Bong.
So it does the bong on the down or on both?
Both.
Uh-oh.
I think that's a bad bong. I think maybe it does a ding or something like that when it's good, and it's a bong when it's a bad combination.
Try another
Okay.
one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep that left one down, and I'm going to go to the second from the leftmost and put that down if it's not already down. I'm just going to keep on going down the road until they're all down.
Wait. Second
Okay,
from
okay.
the leftmost. So that's number 2, right?
Correct, yes.
Bong.
Y'all hear that too, right? It's not just me.
I do. I'm not entirely sure if the bong is good or we've got 2 bongs. I like to assume we're just like hearing so much commotion up on deck right now. Too.
Yeah.
Stuff's clambering.
Yeah.
All right, keep it going. You got the magic touch.
Okay, I go ahead and blow on my fingers like I got the magic touch, and I go ahead and slam down switch 3
Bong.
to the down. Bong. Hey, I think that's a good sign. So far, nothing is blowing up. What do you think, Graveyard Shift? We keep going?
I feel like we might be here too long, and we're losing cargo. I'm wondering, so what does the sky look like right now? Is it getting worse?
The storm is approaching, and the cargo is now all secured, but the NPCs aren't going to be able to help you. But don't worry about the cargo falling overboard. Like,
Okay.
they've corralled it into the middle, and they're tying him off one by one.
Okay.
And they're busy tying knots, and that's why they can't help you.
Okay. Can I look around the below decks to see if there are 1, any doors, and 2, any scrawl or anything like that on, what do they call it? Scrimshaw, on any of the wood beams or anything like that might have been a note taken?
Do a wit check.
Oh boy. I got we take the lower number,
Yeah.
so it's a 2.
You literally would only beat an easy thing here. So no, you don't see anything. Okay, so back to Bushaki.
Okay, so just for clarification, switches 1, 2, 3 are down. I'm gonna go to switch 4 down.
Bong.
If it's not down already, okay. We will assume when I hear a bong and nothing else happens, like an explosion or something, I will just move on to the next one and push it down until they are all
Okay,
down.
so you did 5?
I think that was 4. I'm going to 5 now. Boom,
Bong.
down. I nervously look at my fellow party members and say, "This is good, right? This is not a bad bong."
It does seem weird that that Atticus was not able to figure this out. You're just. It seems so clear.
Well, I mean, maybe the 7th bong is like, I don't know, a doomsday or something like that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and move on to switch 6 and this time just slowly move it down because I'm getting increasingly nervous, you see.
Bing!
Oh, bing.
That was a bing. You hear that? That was not a bong.
Oh.
How nervous you guys are. I'm sorry. I
What
can't.
does it look like?
I will say my wit is not very good. So, is that bing good? Or is the bong good? I know my Hesher friends back in Gardeloo would say the bong is good, but that is not the situation we're talking about right now.
Well, I suppose.
I think the Bing is...
You do it.
I suppose the Bing would be good because nothing is happening with bongs. So we get a Bing.
Aye.
I think we need to get 7 Bings. So we have 1 Bing. 6 to go.
Yeah. Try, can I reach over and grab an explosive?
Yeah.
Just like nervous habit. I just want to have it. Waiting for the 7th switch. Maybe take a step back from Lothario. Like, you're doing great.
Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to move switch 6 back up to see if the noise
Bong.
is different. Bong. So bong is up. I'm gonna bring it back down.
Bing.
Okay, bing sounds positive. That may be my prejudice, I suppose, as far as noises go. I'm gonna go to 7 and bring it down.
Bong.
Okay, 7 up.
Bong.
Okay. I don't understand. I put 7 in the middle between up and down.
There's no middle.
Okay.
So
we got
6
one banging.
binged. We got a bing.
Are the switches in a complete line across horizontally?
Yes.
Or are they in 2 rows? Okay. And what's our current formation that we get the bing on?
When 6 goes down, you get a bing.
Okay. Let's reset it to where we get the bing. And then how about we just try to open the door?
Okay.
Maybe it's unlocked and we just haven't been pushing or pulling it.
Okay, so you're flipping a switch?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it the way that it was when we get the bing.
So 5 down and 6.
So you're flipping switches. The moment you flip 6 to whatever it wasn't before, it goes bing.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
Doesn't open.
Damn it.
Okay, so right now the status is you've received a bing from 6. What do you do next?
Put them all back up except 6.
Wait, which one?
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we put 6 as the first number of that combination across
That's
the
what
way
I'm
for
thinking.
VIP.
Yeah.
It's like Simon says.
DM is cracking up and shaking her head, so I'm just thinking maybe my instincts are wrong.
You try it. 0006 does not work. Continue.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put 7 down to down.
Bong.
Okay, and all of them are now down, and
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to 1 and push it up.
Bong.
Okay, this is ridiculous. I don't know what to do.
So they were all down,
Yeah.
and then we put 6 up, and it
Bing.
went bing. Okay, I'm gonna do 1.
Bong.
Put it up. Okay, 1 goes back down.
Bong.
Okay, I'm gonna reset 6 so it goes
Bing.
bing again. Yeah. Now 2.
Bing.
Oh,
brute
gee.
force.
We
Yeah.
got 6-2. We got
So-
6-2. Oh, boy.
6-2. Now we need to go do 1, 3. See, my sheet missed a 6, so I am less confident than when I started this session on my ability to count. However, we have a 6 is up, and the 2 is the next thing we need to do.
Bing.
So let's
bing.
try. Yeah, so let's try 1.
Bong.
Okay, we're gonna reset 6,
Bing,
2, bing,
bing.
bing, 3.
Bong.
Okay, I think I know what the next number is gonna be. Reset to 4.
Bing. Bing.
Yes, yes. Okay,
Is it evens to odds?
I don't know.
I'm going to
Okay.
put 624 in the combination
Yeah,
of the lock, and then just
then-
start cycling.
yeah. Then 1.
Sorry.
0,
We're
1,
just going
2,
to
3,
narratively
4.
have you over there, but
Okay, that's
keep going,
good.
graveyard.
And then 1. So
Bong.
6, 2, 4.
Bong.
1 is a bong. 6, 2, 4, 3.
Bong.
6, 2, 4, 5.
Bing.
Okay, we're getting there. 6, 2, 4, 5, 3.
Bong.
6, 2, 4, 5, 1.
Bing.
Okay, I'm not gonna screw this up now.
I like to.
6, 2, 4,
I'm like
5,
rubbing
1,
his
3.
shoulders like you
Yeah.
can do it. You got this, man.
I'm playing Simon. 6, 2, 4, 5, 1, 3.
Bong.
Oh
There's
no.
a 7. There's a 7.
There's a 7 in there?
Try the 7.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, go for 7.
Okay. So we'll do the set. So 6, 2, 4, 5, 1, 7.
Bing.
6. I'm gonna
Wait,
sing the whole thing, aren't I?
wait.
So that last one, you got it.
Wait.
What's happening? Are we gonna? This is gonna kill us.
Are we?
This is gonna open. And we're gonna die.
We already did that. We came back. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm waiting.
Let's do it.
What's the plan? Rufus, you seem scared.
It's less about being scared and more about being prepared. That rhymed.
Aha.
And, you know, we did die moments ago.
So, you know what? I say throw it. It's fine.
I put my shield up. Don't know if that's going to do anything. Not mechanically. 6, 2, 4, 5, 1, 7, 3.
Bing.
We got there.
With a click, the door audibly unlocks.
Okay.
But it didn't open. We have to open it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the way doors work traditionally.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and open the door cautiously, like slowly, in case, there's something that, like a pirate in there that wants to stab us or something.
Or tiger.
Looking like Neil Caffrey from the show White Collar, a 29-year-old human man, 6'1", with black hair, light skin, hazel eyes, finely dressed, is sitting at a table shuffling cards. Behind him, there is a magnificent painting of various types of ships. He looks up, surprised to see anyone here this early, like a person setting up for a party when guests arrive. Too soon, but he recovers quickly and smiles charmingly. He calls out, "Welcome to poker night. You all are a bit..." And then, lightning strikes the ship. There's a flare of light, a deafening crash of thunder, then more thunder. A series of explosions. Hot heat and pain. You all die.
No.
Wait a minute. We die again? How do you avoid a lightning strike? That's crazy. Wait, can they hear me complaining?
No, you're dead.
Okay.
There's a flash of white light. Everyone, please gain a level on your D6 feet under character sheet.
Oh, boy.
You're all on the deck of the Revenge. The harbor is far behind you, the shore far away, and a tiny line on the horizon. Turning away from shore, storm clouds darken the horizon of the open sea. A small, uninhabited island, barely large enough for a thick copse of trees, looms on the left or port side.
Well, I will say, I prefer the lightning strike over getting shot by pirates. So let's continue to not approach the pirates. And then we'll figure out the lightning part later.
So I'm wondering, gentlemen, because the storm was gathering, there was lightning, there was a flash of light when we got killed by the pirates. I'm wondering if we need to do things in the right order quickly. What if we go back to the handsome man playing poker?
Well, first, we must avoid the pirates. Charlotte, hard starboard.
And we follow the shore and stay away from the island.
Yes, you do. Whoa, on the port, which is the left side of the boat, a spray of water announces a pod of orca whales.
I do take some time to enjoy the orca whales once again, because life is worth living after all, and beauty should be admired.
How many orcas? How many orcas? Do they have any special markings? Do they have numbers on them?
I won't say anything.
How many orcas are normal?
3 to 8.
Oh,
There are 6 orcas.
And yes,
Okay.
they have special markings on their fins. I'm right behind their fin.
okay. Well, I mean, I was wondering about I know that they're unique and you can tell them apart.
I see.
I mean, are they a clue?
I think Graveyard's looking for a message from the heavens to avoid our subsequent death.
I
Yes.
think that we all should go below and do the thing, right? I know the orcas
yes,
are
I
cool,
agree.
but we should we should get.
Okay. Does anybody have the number 6245173 running around their head?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay.
Yep.
Below deck, the hallways are narrow enough, but it's been made even harder to maneuver, impassable even by wooden crates piled everywhere. They're jam-packed into every perceivable space, stacked up on one another to the ceiling, capital letters stamped on them proclaiming, "Danger! Explosives!" The hallway is impassable with all this cargo here.
Okay, so before when I was down here, I had to move these. So we could just do that again. That's all I had to do. We just have to be strong.
Okay, Well, that's not what I leveled up in, but I'll still help you.
I just leveled up in that this go round, so I'm ready to help.
All right, both of
Okay.
you please roll a grit check.
Nat 1.
Or all three of you, I guess.
Oh my goodness. I got a 6 and then 2 1s. I can't believe it.
All of us?
Actually, we already know that Rufus passes because he passed last time.
Okay.
And he just got stronger from dying. Couldn't have gotten weaker.
That's how that works.
That's right.
Okay, so once
What
again,
doesn't
Rufus
kill you?
makes you lift
The
explosive
one-armed
crits.
pirate.
Is the only one.
Hooks. I hook my hook under the other side, and I move it.
Yeah. You are moving the boxes, the crates on the deck. There is now
Hey.
room to pass through the hallway.
Should we tell Charlotte to avoid the storm? I mean, we're avoiding those pirates, but wasn't it the
You
storm?
can't.
Storm that killed us
You
last
can't.
time?
Yeah, but you can't avoid a storm like that. Not without waiting at harbor for another day. So
I'm
either we
okay
go
with
back.
that. I mean,
We could just.
I don't know about you, but I've died enough in one day. I don't mind waiting a little bit.
With how far out you are from the shore, you'd get struck by lightning before you got back.
Well,
Okay.
next time then.
So, should we go see the handsome man?
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'll punch in the combination 6245173.
Bing! With a click, the door audibly unlocks. Looking like Neil Caffrey from the show White Collar, a 29-year-old human man, 6'1", black hair, light skin, hazel eyes, finely dressed, is sitting at a table shuffling cards. Behind him, there is a magnificent painting of various types of ships. He looks up, surprised to see anyone here this early, like a person setting up for a party when guests arrive too soon. But he recovers quickly and smiles charmingly. He calls out, "Welcome to poker night. You all are a bit early, but that's not a problem. 1 gold per chip. Have a seat."
So, I think I know this fella. I do not recommend buying into this fool's poker game, 'cause he is a con artist, and I have been chasing after this man because he swindled my Grandma D, and I will not stand for it. Chico Rendicara, I presume?
The one and only, and I'm sorry, but I swindle a lot of grandmas. Which one was yours?
Grandma D, Demetria Pea Soup. You know very well who I'm talking about.
There's just so many. I can't keep all the ladies straight.
I guess that's a good problem to have. But hey, party members, you're into justice, right?
Quite.
Especially when it comes to betrayal.
And my one eye is glaring at this guy. What's his name? Chico? What?
Chico Rendicara. I
Okay.
will never forget that man's name.
Well, if you want me so bad, then beat me at poker and we can see what we wager.
Does this man have long sleeves on right now?
Yes.
I would like to, hey, gentlemen, and I'm referring to my party members, not Chico. He is not a gentleman. I want to say, hey, hold this man down while I check his sleeves for extra cards, because I don't think this man plays fair.
Because this has to do with justice. Do we get an advantage on it? Those of us who are obsessed with justice.
Obsession?
This is my obsession. I'm asking about an obsession, which is a part of the mechanics of D6 Feet Under.
Yeah, so it says your morality is going to decrease.
Oh, if I indulge.
Yeah, if you indulge in your justice obsession.
But you would replenish a luck if you need to? Okay.
I think we're max. Our luck
yeah,
is
we are
like
max,
fully
we are
stocked
max.
when we come back, right?
Yeah, you're at like 5 now, right? How many
Yeah, we
times have
are.
you died?
Twice.
I mean, I have no qualms. I'd hold him down.
Okay, do a grit check if you're going to hold him down.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is a pretty fit dude. So it's going to be a 5 difficult check.
Easy. I got 2 ones.
I am indulging, so my morality is going to go down.
You're indulging in justice?
Yeah, I guess so.
Advantage means that you roll 1 less dice.
Yeah,
give it to
so I got a 3.
Okay.
It's not enough.
Lothario, your friends did not really help you all that much. They tripped over... now, there's no crates in this room. They tripped over a chair to the poker table. And it's very spacious in here.
Oh, come on, fellas. I appreciate your help. I shouldn't be so quick to cast judgment on your attempt to help me. I am slightly disappointed, but I'll keep that internal to myself. I say, okay, Chico, I know how you are. I'll go ahead and indulge your desire to play cards, and I'll go ahead and throw gold down for a chip, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, you sit down at the poker game and throw a chip on the table. Your friends, by the way, also, Chico's laughing because your 2 friends started towards you and both fell over chairs. So, okay. So what are you 2 doing?
Are there any mirrors or reflective surfaces anywhere in the room?
There's a painting behind Chico. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's a painting of many types of ships.
Mm-hmm. And it's reflective?
Mm-hmm. There's glass over it.
Okay.
You can see the back of his head.
Okay. And there's nothing where theoretically an opponent would sit across from Chico that he might be able to see someone's hand.
There's not.
Okay, interesting. Well, he's not a vampire because we can see his reflection.
That does bring me comfort. I appreciate that, Graveyard.
Although, just because he's a vampire, Lothario, does not mean he's not a leech. I think you need to beat him.
Okay, if y'all got gold pieces, I'm okay if you join in this game, because then, we have greater chances to beat him. And I'm whispering this, obviously, to my compatriots.
I'll play a game of poker for justice.
That's the best reason to play poker. That and the money,
Well, yeah, of course.
I guess we sit down at the table. Yes?
Yes, all 3 of you are sitting at the table. Everyone, please flip to the up to 11 gambling rules from D 6 feet under. While the characters are gambling for money, and perhaps the return of a certain silver mine, the players can earn something far more precious to them, luck. Before the round begins, everyone agrees on how much luck they'll bet. Every participant must reduce their luck by the highest bid, or to 1 if it would be reduced to less than that. A participant with 1 luck or less will automatically lose the game and doesn't even get to roll. After the bets are placed, you all roll a d6 twice and add those 2 together. And then tell me what... If your roll is a 6, it counts as a 5, and if your roll is a 1, it can count as either a 1 or a 6, and that's the only way to get a 6.
Okay, so 1's like an ace.
Players take turn in a clockwise order, starting with the oldest one. So, Which character is the oldest? How old's your characters?
I'm 50.
I'm 47.
Smarmy Chico is 29. How old is Lothario?
He is 20 years old.
Excellent. So the oldest one might be the 50-year-old.
I suppose so.
Okay, players take turns in clockwise order, starting with the oldest one. So please roll 2d6. First, how much are you all betting?
Is it based on our current luck score? Was that...
Yeah. Are we doing luck or are we doing...
and we reduce our luck by the highest bid. Oh, boy.
I'm going to start with 1. Because I'm the one that starts the betting, right? Because I'm the oldest? Okay. So I'm going to start with 1 luck.
Okay, everyone, you have to pay 1 luck to play. When it comes around to the 29-year-old, Chico bets 3 luck.
Ooh.
And we have to check him.
If you want to participate. And how much luck do you all have right now?
5.
We should be at 5.
So betting 3 would put us down to 2.
Yes, and if you want to participate in this hand, you have to bet 3. That's what putting your gold on the table is. Your characters earn gold, but the players earn something far more precious.
I'll check him. I'll check.
Okay. Graveyard's participating.
I'm not going to participate. And instead I would like to... I'll leave my gold, that's fine. I would like to go inspect the painting. That can happen after the game, but I want to inspect the painting.
Okay. All right. Is Lothario participating? It costs 3 gold.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not only going to check that fool with 3 luck, I'm going to go ahead and raise him to 4 luck.
Whoa. He meets. That means the graveyard has to pay 4 to participate.
If I fold, do I get my 3 back or no?
No.
4 it is then.
I'm going to give Rufus advantage, which means you roll 1 fewer dice on your wit check to watch exactly what's happening.
I want that. Okay. 1 fewer dice means I will be rolling.
But wait until you watch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're both in, right?
Yeah.
And so is Chico. Who's the oldest? Graveyard. Graveyard, roll 2d6, please. Or no, roll 1d6 twice.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a 1.
Okay, would you like that to be a 1 or a 6? It's your choice.
I'm going to have it be a 6.
Nice. And your second dice?
Another 1.
Would you like it to be a 1 or a 6?
I said 6. So I'll bust if I choose 6. Mm-hmm. Right?
Because it's up to
That's
11.
how that goes? Yeah. So then it's going to be a 1.
Okay, you're currently at 7. Lothario, roll a d6 twice.
Okay. So, first one I got a 1.
Okay, would you like that to be a 1 or a 6?
I'll make that a 6.
Okay, your next one?
Next one is a 4.
Ooh, that puts you at 10. Would you like to, that's your roll. You're at 10.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have Chico. Chico rolls a 1 and makes it a 6, and then a 5, and has exactly 11. I want Rufus to do a wit check.
A 4 is my lower number.
Okay, so you would beat anything that is complicated, tricky, or easy. And you had advantage, so you rolled 1 fewer die, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 6 and a 4, but the 4 was lower.
All right. Those long sleeves that you guys tried to pull up before, he's pulling aces out of them. You guys are playing Texas Hold'em, and he got a pair of aces, ace of spades and an ace of hearts coming out of his left sleeve. And you see that, Rufus.
Can I try to, because since I'm not playing and I said I was going back to look at the paintings, I'd be behind Chico.
Mm-hmm. Exactly
Can I
how you see it.
try to reveal his sleeve, be like cheater and shout the words?
Role play it. Do it.
So I look, since I'm behind Chico, he can't see me. With my one eye, I look at Graveyard because he has one eye, and I narrow it because he'll know. And then I look at Lothario and I give him like the head shake, and then I reach over with my hook and I hook it into the sleeve of Chico and I pull it back and I point down at what I assume is a sleeve full of cards.
The cards explode all over the table. Ace of spades, ace of hearts, ace of diamonds, ace of clubs.
I knew it!
Chico looks up at you.
I might be a pirate, but that is bad cheating. Bad form, sir.
Okay, you got me. I'll give your grandma's silver mine back. Ugh. Poker night is ruined. And he stomps off.
That works for me. I mean, do you have a deed you're gonna push over across the table or something like that?
He pushes it across. There's a giant pile of chips and a paper deed.
I'll go ahead and take care of that. Thank you very much, Graveyard and Rufus. I couldn't have done it without y'all.
How does getting paid back in luck? So like, we didn't win, but we didn't lose either.
You're all at the luck that you were at after betting. So I think that's 2 each, 1 each, 1 each, except for Rufus, who's at 5.
Okay.
Don't worry, you're gonna die again. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm
kidding.
less nervous about it, as it turns out.
You've done it! You've outsmarted the con man, Chico Rendicara. I am dragging and dropping an image into the group chat. Can you please describe the painting behind Chico to the listeners?
Ooh, gladly.
Oh boy.
It is a wood-framed painting with many a ship upon it. of all forms. There are sloops, there's galleys, galleons, etc., etc. Sailing ships of all types. There's maybe 20 of them on this painting, and they are all showing the starboard side, and they are all under full sail.
Gentlemen, I would like to make a suggestion. What if we went back to the dials? The number of sails, there's 4 rows of these ships. There are 4 dials. Each ship repeats itself at some point, right? So a galley has 2 sails. A caravel has 3 sails. If we use the sails as numbers for the dials, we might be able to open that VIP room.
Ooh, I see now that they are repeating ships. I was so excited about the ships themselves that I didn't realize that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships repeating 4 times.
Now, Rufus, please understand that the only reason why I was able to see that is because I do not appreciate ships as much as you. And it takes a true seaman to appreciate these ships. Only a lowly layman such as myself would start by reading the names instead of appreciating the artwork. But such is life as an inorganic being.
I forgive you as being a landlubber. I don't fully know how we will do that because I failed so miserably at figuring out the codes before, but I feel like we're on to the right path of sorts.
I agree. I think, given that we are on a galleon currently, and galleons do tend to pop up on this painting, perhaps there is an association we should be aware of. I don't know. Galleon is in the 4th position on the first row. Maybe the first number's 4, something like that. I don't know. I didn't figure out that switch problem. I just watched Graveyard Shift do it, and I was very impressed. So I am happy to defer to y'all.
I played Simon Says badly for like 5 minutes.
And yet it worked beautifully. And I head out of the room towards the VIP door.
The right door is labeled VIP and has a lock with 4 spinning number dials.
What do you guys think? Should we make it happen? I liked your idea, Lothario.
Right. So, Lothario, you think that we should start with the number of sails on a galleon on dial number 1?
Well, I don't know about number of sails. I think position according to the painting. So with the galleon being in the 4th position, first number would be 4. And then second row has it in the first position, so second number would be 1, and then there are no more galleons, so it would be 0, 0. So we could try 4, 1, 0, 0. If that doesn't work, I am out of ideas.
Let's try 4100.
It does not unlock.
Well, it's up to you two gentlemen. I don't know.
Are these locks? You can kind of feel it usually. So they're obviously dial locks, right? But do they feel like when you rotate it and then you go the other way, it feels like it catches something?
No.
No.
Actually,
okay.
Let's have you do a fit check with a difficulty of 6.
Oh boy. I don't hit those. I got a 4.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking more it was like a locker room padlock, dial lock, but I guess not. So we have, what do we have that's the common denominator though? Galleons are important, but we only see 2 of them. And we have 4 dials. So what ship appears 4 times?
Well, there are a number of galleys on here. A galley, caravel, sloop, and galleon, just for the listeners at home. Those are the 4 different ships on this map. I don't know if it is sail number or ship number, but there are definitely 4 rows, and there are 4 numbers on that combination. So I would assume that is the correlating feature of this map versus that lock. Has anybody asked Catherine or Atticus about this VIP lock? I know they didn't know the switch thing, but they might know this one.
They do not.
Oh, never mind then.
Okay.
They say that usually, actually, Charlotte does it. Usually the VIP guest sets their own combination. All the captain does, but we do not have access to the very important person. We are the only people who do not know it.
Wait, hold on. Where's Chico? I don't know why I used that voice. My normal voice.
Where is Chico Rendacara?
Was that close? Did he go? Is he gone? Is he in that VIP room?
He's securing crates to the deck.
Oh, dang it. There goes that idea.
Don't trust him.
Yeah, keep an eye on that man. He is not trustworthy at all.
Okay, I'll give you guys a clue. Has nothing to do with the number of rows. I just made it portrait-sized. Shaped?
Okay.
Yeah, landscape shaped.
Oh, I see. There are 4 ships, 4 types of ships, and
yeah.
4 numbers on the combo. So maybe it is the number of ships versus the, number on the dial.
I think you're onto something. So we have 2 for the galleons.
Yes.
Okay. For galleys.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's what I count too.
Me also.
Riveting content.
The caravel.
I count 5 caravels, but, I was not exactly an A student in counting.
But you calculated the probability of switches.
Yeah. But was he telling the truth?
That was a librarian. We had an aside, when we was librarians. Counting is a whole different matter.
The 4 ships, the 4 numbers that I got were 2, 7, 5, and 6. So we just plug it into the dials for the VIP room.
Would it be too rash to assume that this is in alphabetical order? My librarian training is kicking in once again.
I would say it's never too rash to assume things are in alphabetical order.
So I would go caravel, galley, galleon. No, I'm sorry, galleon and then sloop. Caravel, galleon, galley, sloop.
Okay. I'm up for that.
7, 2, 6, 5.
Does not open the door.
All right.
Any bongs or bings?
7 got you a bing.
Oh, we got a bing. 7.
Okay.
The other would be numerical descending order. If 7 is first, perhaps 6, and then 5, and then 2.
Did you guys mess up alphabetical order, by the way? Like, that wasn't the answer,
What do
but
you
you
think?
totally put the caravel second, didn't you?
No, caravel is first, followed closely by galleon and then galley, because you see O is before Y.
Yeah,
and then
you put galley first.
the last.
I'm just saying.
That was initially. I thought I corrected myself quickly afterward. My mistake. So it should
I heard
be
you correct yourself.
caravel, galleon, galley, and then sloop.
Which doesn't work, but I'm just saying it's kind of funny. The 7 did get you a bing, and it was not what you... Bing!
Okay.
What are the odds? That's crazy.
So, descending order now, gentlemen. 7, 6, 5, 2. Are we in agreement?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I don't see any negative downside.
Bing! Bong, bong, bing!
There was 5 noises there.
I believe it was a bing, bong, bong, bing, which means 7 is good, followed by not
And
good,
2 is
not
good.
good, and then 2 is good.
So then we just switch the 6 and the 5 around.
That sounds like a plan. Go ahead and do it, Graveyard.
Graveyard puts in 0001.
That is not what we agreed to.
Bong, 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 bong.
7, 5, 6, 2.
Bing! And bing, bing, bing! That is the order. The first boat is galley, the second boat is caravel, the third boat is sloop, and the fourth boat is galleon on a grid. So that's why. Just to explain, because you got the puzzle right, you should get the Y, right? Okay.
Aha.
With a click, the door audibly unlocks.
Okay. This is where we die.
I mean, so far our luck has been, well, actually terrible. But, you know, what's one more for the books? And I push the door open.
Beyond the door, this room looks sort of like a luxury hotel room. There's a desk, a bay window, and a fluffy bed. Sitting on the bay window seat, reading a book, is a 64-year-old human woman. She holds her posture with noble rigidity and poise, and is wearing an incredibly fancy dress. As her head rotates to the door you entered through, long, graying curls sway around her pale skin, framing green eyes. Her eyes narrow in recognition at you, Rufus. She sighs and huffs, muttering under her breath, "Of all the people."
Mrs. Montgomery, I presume.
Rufus T. Carbuncle, I presume.
That's me. What are you doing here? I don't suppose you're the very important person this go around?
As the owner of this ship, I am a very important person. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's not
Have you
great.
come to steal it from me, too?
Not this time. Now I am an adventurer, and I protect the shipments. This time, anyway. That's behind me. We'll say that.
Oh, gosh. We hired you to protect the ship? How's that going?
You're still safe, aren't you? Look at you. And we cracked the code to get in this room, so that is a testament to how capable of adventurers we are.
I haven't been very safe at all.
What?
Can you elaborate?
Yeah.
I've died like 3 times.
Wait.
So have we.
So,
Twice.
well, Mrs. Montgomery, I was not the cause of any of those deaths this time, or ever, so that should be something. I may have robbed from you once, and I look at Graveyard and I kind of like, one specific time in my piracy days. But how did you die the first 2 times? The first time we died was by pirate. What happened down here?
An explosion.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on outside my room, but something happens after the storm starts that makes this whole ship explode.
Oh, you know what? After we died, they may have continued into the storm where the lightning ignited the explosives, and she may have died at the hand of that lightning every single time, even though we had not.
It's the lightning. Yes, your deaths don't matter. Only my death would reset a time loop.
See, and this is why I robbed from her. I say very quietly to my companions.
Why would you loop upon your death?
I don't know.
Graveyard shifts. Eye turns red. And he goes, "Do you want to make that a 4th lady?"
I don't care at all.
What?
See, I can't die a traumatic death.
Traumatic?
No. She holds up a gold hourglass necklace with hollow glass regions as if it could have sand. Do you see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Years ago, I drank the sands of this hourglass amulet. She looks incredibly pleased with herself.
What? You drank sand?
Worth it.
All right.
Graveyard shifts, like eye turns back to blue, and he goes, "Sorry guys, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I went into bad cop mode. It happens sometimes."
Yeah, you did. You escalated things quickly.
She said she drank magic sand? You drank sand?
Yes, worth it.
Explain. Yes, maybe. What does it do?
It reverses
Well, when you
time
drink
upon
oh.
the case of my unfortunate demise. If I were to die a traumatic death, it reverses the time until I wouldn't. And, honestly, it doesn't bother me. I brought plenty of books to read on my passage You see she's sitting in the bay window, just reading books. And exploding is so rapid and not all that uncomfortable that honestly I just see it as more time to read the many novels I brought with me for my journey.
Well, okay. Hold on 1 second. Now, did you drink this sand before or after I had stolen from you all those years ago?
Long
Allegedly.
before.
Oh, so I
Long
could have killed you.
Oh, well.
I wouldn't have.
No, because then I would have known your pirate ship was coming and I wouldn't have been robbed. I was very unhappy when you left me tied to that mast, unable to reverse time.
Well, I mean, you're not... I guess you wanted to die. That is strange. Look, gentlemen, she's a rich lady. She owns ships, and I stole from her. And apparently she's immortal. So...
Well, she might be the perfect person to ask why in the world are we transporting such a humongous quantity of explosives to Jisho?
Thunder!
Oh, God.
I assume that means we're dead.
The storm has reached you. There are cargo crates of explosives up on the deck. Thunder!
I would like my question answered by this lady. Why are we carrying so much explosive?
It sells for a very high price.
You're never gonna get to Jisho.
If we throw her overboard, she doesn't die.
Now that you're all paying attention, because the cargo's up on the deck, as the lightning strikes the mast and funnels down the lightning rod, it arcs, catches the first crate, which catches the next crate, which catches all the crates, and the whole ship explodes.
We've been killing ourselves the whole time. We didn't need to move these crates at all.
Well, but the first time, we died via pirate.
Yeah, that was our bad.
There is a flash of white light. Everyone, please gain a level on your D6 Feet Under character sheet. You're all on the deck of the Revenge. The harbor is far behind you, the shore far away, and a tiny line on the horizon. Turning away from the shore, storm clouds darken the horizon of the open sea. A small, uninhabited island, barely large enough for a thick copse of trees, looms on the port side, or left of the ship.
All right.
Okay.
This is getting
I think
tiring.
I know what needs to happen.
You guys want to go deal with Miss Montgomery, or do you want to turn the ship around? Sorry, not sink.
Well, what's killing us was the pirates first. We avoid the pirates. Then every other time has been lightning igniting the boxes that we move them onto the deck to get at these other things on these other doors. So if we just don't move the boxes, we can deliver Miss Montgomery safely. She gets off the ship, we get away from her time loop, and we get paid. Is that a solution?
It could be, but if we don't move those boxes, I don't get that deed for that mine that was swindled from Grandma D, and that is going to happen. So we need to do something with those explosives, and I don't mind dumping them over the side of this ship so they are in the water and they can blow up just fine out there, and we can be just safe.
Would we have time? Do you guys think we would have time just to get the silver mine deed and then just put the explosives back?
I have a feeling that maybe the train system in Guaso would be a better way to transport this highly combustible series of cargo.
I have no qualms in robbing from or ruining Miss Montgomery's business yet again. She's terrible.
Yeah. Remember, the job is that the ship gets there. It doesn't say nothing about the cargo.
And it's cargo. You know you won't get paid if you don't have that cargo delivered.
Oh.
Well, I do find it suspicious that there is a cargo hold in a galleon which is enormous, yet they keep all the explosives in the hallway. That seems like poor management, you know what I mean? What's Chico got on Charlotte?
Do you feel as though that Chico is the reason that they have mismanaged cargo?
I would not be surprised.
Well, I say we just start schlepping stuff into the cargo hold.
Well, we're gonna shake down Chico first for that silver mine, right? I mean, that's not out of the picture.
I want you to get that silver mine.
Well, yeah, I think so, but I think that I, as Rufus, have succeeded and been the only one able to move the crates. I'll just start moving crates.
Okay, but you also were the one that discovered that he was a lying cheat.
Well, that's true.
So please, let's prioritize. I mean, we can have do-overs forever, apparently.
Apparently.
But we need a silver mine, and then we put the explosives in there. And if that doesn't work, then we'll just flip it around and do the explosives first and then do the silver mine. I'm fine.
Okay, tell me what you're doing. Right now, there's an island with a thick copse of trees looming on your left. What do you do first?
Get away.
I'll let Rufus handle that because he's done it successfully so many times before.
Yeah.
Just list the things you're going to do in the order you're going to do them. Party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Avoid the island, right?
Avoid the island.
Check.
Stop looking at orca. We don't got time for orca whales.
No, we've got time for whales.
We go
I've seen plenty
immediately
of whales in
below
my
deck.
life. That's fine.
Immediately below deck, and I'll start moving crates right out of the gate.
Check.
Right.
And then we flip those switches 6, 2, 4, 5, 1, 7, 3.
Bing.
And we rush in
Come here, you.
rough up
And
Chico.
rush in.
Yeah.
Check.
Roll up your sleeves. Do it.
He runs out of the cargo hold, leaving the deed flapping.
He's not going nowhere. That's fine. There's nowhere to go. It's a ship. I casually pick up the deed and then start moving boxes as best I can with my new grit level.
Excellent. And you all move the cargo where?
Into the cargo hold.
Yeah, into the cargo hold.
Congratulations! You've figured it out! The explosives are now secure in the cargo hold and won't detonate upon lightning strike. You've saved the ship from exploding during the storm!
Hooray.
So
Woo! The storm is over, and it's been a few days. Congratulations on exiting the time loop, everybody. You've befriended some crew members, you've fought your way through pirates, you solved puzzles, and you outsmarted a corrupt con artist. Your journey to Jishop continues. Truly, Captain Morgan picked the right guild to hire to guard the Revenge. Over the next few days, Atticus and Charlotte and the other crew members become more friendly with you. One night, after dinner, you three are all out on the deck watching the moon float over the endless sea. The deck has just been cleaned, and there's a bucket of wash water, a mop, and a puddle on the wood. It's quiet, and you're alone. Charlotte, the ram's horn-headed, muscle-armed crew member, clears her throat and steps out from a shadow. Everyone, do a wit check.
5.
I got a 4.
I got a 1.
Rufus and Graveyard are able to tell that she's nervous. She's wringing her hands. She clears her throat as if struggling to say something. Lothario, you think she's really pretty. But the other two look closer at that tattoo on her cheek under her eye. It's like a circle with, at the 1 o'clock position, a comma coming off that circle. The fat part of the comma is furthest from the circle. And she's wringing her hands, clearing her throat as if struggling to say something.
I will approach her and say, "A fine night for sailing, wouldn't you say?" And I don't bring up her nervousness immediately.
Make a wit check.
Oh boy. It's good now. Let's see. Hey-oh, that's a 5.
Holy cow. Leveling up has really improved you guys. She looks up at the moon. She looks around at the water. And she looks at you three. Fire-breathing kittens. There's something you should know. But I shouldn't be telling you this.
I mean, but you could also tell us. That's an option.
Okay.
Sweet.
You need to know about the teapot. The moment she says the word teapot, there's a flash of magical light that pulses out from her mouth like a ring, rapidly expanding off of the boat, over the waves to the horizon. Her eyes widen in panic. Her mouth is moving, but there are no words coming out. She clutches her throat, looking like she's screaming. A shadowy figure rises from the puddle on the deck. Rising straight up, floating, a man looks at the terrified ram-horned woman. He raises his hand, makes a slashing motion, and then drops down back into the puddle, not a drop of water spilled. Charlotte collapses on the deck of the Revenge, moonlight revealing a long slash mark of bruise, as if someone had cut her, but without breaking the skin. That marks the end of today's story, which was one more puzzle piece fitting into the overarching tale of season 2023. Joining us today were Rufus!
Oh my, wow, that's disturbing.
Graveyard!
Oh my goodness. Maybe Bad Cop might need to come out a little more often now.
And Lothario.
So, thank you for letting me be a part of this adventure. And I understand we're signing off. But if, let's say, the lady in the VIP suite were to die again right now, could we perhaps find out more information about this teapot by mopping up this No, you know what? Thank you, everybody. I had a great time.
Two things. First, you realize 100% of the people who were nearby her death during the first loop don't remember looping, but she does. Second, she's mysteriously nowhere to be found. Today we played the mechanics of D 6 feet under. Pretty poorly, but we tried. If you'd like to play, that poorly was coming on me, not you guys. You guys did great. If you'd like to play this game with friends too, you can find it at proph.itch.io/d6-feet-under. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
It's the part of the show where we do a promotion swap with another podcast. If you'd like to do a promotion swap with us, contact us at firebreathingkittenspodcast@gmail.com. Have you heard of the Play On podcast series from Next Chapter Podcasts? This is where theater meets podcast, combining the modern-day audio phenomenon with the power of live performance. Play On podcasts are epic audio adventures reimagining timeless tales, featuring original music composition and the voices of extraordinarily gifted artists. Check out Play On Podcast.